go Yesterday 飲んだって関係はないさスターダンス真似られて大手息子はデッドアライデッドアライ急に来てくれて僕がどうせそれが海を入れたら止めない浮きロケに入れてる前何のために何も守るなきゃ命は打ち壊すこの弾丸で教えてよ隠された本当の声 Never let心は騙せない言語が発音には手上ずくなら引き続きなのにいらしりならさよラジオの僕にはまた現実にどめきたいただぐるる回ってその時は来るならガンガンに納得していらないその決めたNever let 食のない光のない世界でもNever end, never end 僕の止まらない爆発も見えない息をも生きにしてた今そう自分的なるこの日がて習い定めて未来を探せWay! この日が浮きほけに入れてる前何のために何も守るない命は打ち壊すこの弾丸でやだね僕のない光のない世界でもNever end, never end 僕の止まらないエンドは今使い気を握りしめた震える指で習い定めて未来を探せ When! 誰かのせいにして正当に伸ばした気分になって君が分かり合えるほんの少しデッドアライデッドアライ夢なんて見たよなめこの騒ぎなめたら冷たい人だって君は言うから何もかけて飛んで So it's my chance to use でも僕は届けるかけないでいいんだ教えてよ隠された本当の声言われても僕は騙せないでも忘れそうにこうして僕なら好きでもいいがしろさよならしろ僕は言わなか現実にどめきたいただくるる回ってその時が来るが鏡だとくしてないその決めたNever end 僕の光のない世界でもNever end Never end 僕の窓のエンドは別のに息にしながらうそうへ自分的なく僕を見たてなら定めて未来を探せWoohoo! Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all having a fantastic evening. Tonight is the night. The night that we finish Danganronpa V2. I am not alone in this endeavor, as you all know, so I would like to introduce the wonderful Cabot who has been doing the voices throughout the entirety of this series, that being Clappy.
Oh fuck. Oh god. Is it time to say it, Ender?
It is.
Is it time to say goodbye, despair? Oh shit! Title drop!
Indeed. Indeed it is.
Oh shit.
Indeed it is.
I'm so excited. Oh my god, Ender. It's here.
The good news is that since we only just did this again last week, I don't have to worry about going over the evidence or anything again because it's still all fresh in my mind. So.
And it's time, man. Oh, I'm so excited. It's fucking
Let's
time.
go ahead and open the big red door. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Oh! Hello there, LSD Dream Emulator. How are you doing? Imagine if the binary just spells out like boobs or something.
Oh, someone's probably looked their interest and said,
Oh hey, I got a level up in the White Void! Cool!
So proud of you, buddy.
Huh? This place.
Yo!
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
Let's see.
Okay, there it is. I was just like,
Alright, good. There we go.
It seems like this is going to be the final place.
Indeed.
However,
this place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that door of the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
Huh. It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now. Damn it. It's like we're dreaming or something.
If this is a dream, then this too is very...
welcome!
So, you finally arrived! Congratulations, Ender! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game!
I mean, if you look on YouTube, that will probably be proven wrong, but alright, sure.
Suspension of disbelief, Ender. Suspension of disbelief.
Fair enough.
Take the damn W! After stopping by Hope Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabba the Hutt Island.
Hey, Lem. How's it going? Hope you're having a good night. You could give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool from before! This trial field actually inspired the one from before. So in a way, this place is the original. Hey, who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home. Right?
Of course!
Of course! If that's what you guys decide. Huh? And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then,
Ahem! Please take a look at Ender's stream screen built into your seats. Don't ask, it's video game logic. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
yes indeed!
There are two options. Graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered the final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then the result is based on our majority vote.
Ahem. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Ugh. Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result's already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
no!
No! You can't do that yet, Ender. I mean, your resolve hasn't formed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh currents.
Shut up!
Shut up! Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My! Which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know?
What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it. Well, I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way!
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be.
He's doing it because that's how it has to be? It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway,
even if you guys don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes. And from there, we move on to the graduation program. But why do we have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is...
You said you were waiting for the main cast, right?
Give me a second. You can take over the voices for a little bit. I need to
Oh, no worries.
attend to the doggo.
Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We're the only ones who are involved, you know.
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You piss
Alright,
me
I
off.
bet this.
Hold on. What's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that. I can't ignore that.
Not that's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then. Before you die, sear my power into your memories.
Ah! I see. He is the glitch god. Alright.
Shit.
So, we have very little to go off of. So, the reserve department. The reserve department. A department populated by Reserve Corps students who took general entrance exams, in contrast to the main department which recruited ultimate level students. Established to secure funds for Hope's Peak Academy. 2,357 students were in the reserve department were infected by Junko's despair and committed mass suicide, and there was only one survivor. That being, the character we play as. Hope's Peak Academy invested all of their resources to create Izuru Kamakura, the ultimate hope. Izuru was later involved in an incident in which he brutally murdered 13 members of the student council. Despite the Academy's efforts to conceal this incident, a certain someone took advantage of this incident to provoke the dissatisfied reserve departments into rising against the Academy. That certain someone was likely Junko, who revealed this, and then I'm guessing maybe the student council might have been made up of Reserve Corps members, because if then that was the case, then that could cause the Reserve Corps to get, extremely mad that, oh, we don't matter, we're basically fodder, and then would spur the mass suicide attempt in an attempt to create mass worldwide outrage. At least that's how I think everything could kind of snowball in that regard, because they're using their suicide to amplify their message of, oh, the school doesn't think that we matter. The Hopeless event was caused by a group known as Ultimate Despair and was responsible for completely destroying Hope's Peak Academy. Through their utter devotion to a certain person, they brainwashed the masses and filled countless people with despair. The Ultimate Despair, the term adopted by the group responsible for causing the tragedy, but in actuality originally referred to a certain female high school student named Junko Enoshima. However, Junko killed herself at the climax of the killing school life after she lost to the students of Hope's Peak Academy.
I still love how the fucking icon is just her fucking sprite.
Oh yeah, it's her sprite. It's her sprite slightly blacked out, with the specifically the sprite of her in the regal pose. The
Oh,
peasants.
You dare say goodbye to despair, but you can't leave yet, enter, my boy.
Also, just as a preemptive measure, if Junko does end up showing up in this trial, do you want to do it where I'm the voice of Junko and you're the voice of Monokuma? If it ends up being the case.
Oh, sure.
Alright. I'm just curious, because given how much Junko has been hyped up, I feel like she's going to show up in this trial.
She's dead, though.
That hasn't stopped Monokuma from showing up.
Well, no, he has copies. Junko doesn't.
I mean, if a copy of Monokuma can exist, then a copy of Junko could exist.
Junko's not a robot.
Stranger things have happened, Clappy. Stranger things have happened in this series. I'm not ruling out anything.
You saw her get crushed in the last game, though. We learned in this one that Monokuma has copies. Like,
regardless, I'm not ruling out anything. I'm not going to rule out anything until I see it happen with my own eyes.
Until you see the credits roll.
Maybe. Anyways.
Yeah, let's see where this goes.
The Killing School Life. As a part of the tragedy, Junko and Oshima forced the students of Hope's Peak Academy to kill each other, film their deeds with the school surveillance cameras, and broadcasted it to the entire world, which is the plot of DR1. The Academy survivors. According to a report from the Future Foundation, there are apparently 15 people known as the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. All the survivors were safely taken by the Future Foundation. The survivor number perfectly lines up with the number of us here on this island. So, that must mean that we were the survivors who were eventually brought here to this island and maybe put into, like, this memory rewriting simulation. But that could also line up with this. Even after Junko and Oshima's death, an influential group knows the remnants of despair still exist. Unless they are stopped, the tragedy will never end. This whole thing could have been a plan created by the remnants of despair. At least that's an idea that I have, so hear me out on this.
Oh yeah, you did.
Ah yes, of course, I did do that, Lem. Thank you, don't worry.
Okay.
I know this is going to sound batshit insane, but hear me out.
Oh boy, here we go, here we go. Alright, everyone get your popcorn. Ender's going full tinfoil hat.
So, this place, from what I remember from the memories, there was, the Neo World program. A synthetic virtual world can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. It is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through use of the virtual world. It became deadly and violent after the virus infected it. Maybe they originally brought back the survivors before realizing that these survivors were actually the remnants of despair. So they took them to this island and put them inside the Neo World program in an attempt to undo their memories of their school life, i.e. when they were exposed to Junko and became the remnants of despair. Or at least were exposed to Junko's ideology. That would explain how, the boat ride where we saw Nagito talking to someone. Presumably Hajime, aka Izuru, but that's the theory that I posed last time. So it could be possible that they put themselves out in the open because the remnants of despair were essentially just, like, gone for who knows how long, and then these students just show up. I highly doubt the remnants of despair would let themselves get captured that easily, especially if they were like Junko's secret inner circle. So what if they let themselves get captured, and then Izuru snuck some kind of virus, whether through like a USB or otherwise, with him that contained a program that replicated at least Monokuma, and brought it into the Neo World program. This would essentially give them the option of, once they got out of the program, those who survived and graduated and got out of the program would essentially get their memories back of being, like, or they would at least retain their ideology they had when they went in. It could also be just like a suicide pact kind of thing, in order to give the Future Foundation a kind of message like, you cannot create hope within us, we are the remnants of despair, blah blah blah, we're all going to kill each other inside this program now. It also lines up with the lists of subjects. Hiyoko being a grown woman could essentially mean that they put the students into the simulation to simulate their high school life. Hence why Hiyoko, despite being a full-grown adult in that picture, was returned to a child, because that's when she was in Hope's Peak. And of course, as you see, there's the whole They emailed to Makoto, what are you guys doing? This is an act of treason. Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? How dangerous it is to keep these people alive. The 6 definitely lines up with everyone that survived at the end of the first Danganronpa game. And the fact that they're protecting the hopes of the remnants of despair, and the only people that were brought in were the 15 survivors. Something tells me that those survivors and the remnants of despair are the same group.
Okay.
The observers, there was the teacher observer and the student observer. The student observer being, of course, Chihiro, and then the teacher observer being Monami. That explains why there were 16 of us at the beginning of this trial, but only 15 survivors, because one of them was a teacher put in here to oversee the students.
Wait. Who did you say the student one was?
The student one was an overseer, whereas the teacher one was meant to, like, control the environment. And they would have direct correspondence with one another.
Did you say the student one was Chihiro?
Chiaki, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mixed up the names. My bad.
Wait a minute.
My
Oh,
bad.
you're good.
11037. The password to enter the ancient ruins set up as a failsafe in case the teacher went AWOL. Or in this case, Monokuma took over. The shutdown sequence, which allows us to escape the Neo World program. The origins of the Future Foundation, which was created in response to the most tragic event in human history. And the survivors of the Killing School life established it. And then we're back here at the beginning.
Alright, Ender. It's time to
I
roll,
had the whole
buddy.
theory, again, about our main character being Izuru Kamakura, but there's still the issue of trying to figure out the Hope's Peak Academy founder painting. That's another thing that kind of throws a wrench into that plan, but
Yeah.
considering that they're not going to introduce a new character to this series at the end of an already tightly wrapped up story,
Yeah.
it makes me feel like that student might have been... like, I have a lot of ideas for it, but I feel like we have to go along with the flow of the trials process of thought in order to actually get a definitive answer.
Well, wait, you said, that they're not gonna introduce, like, new characters this late, right?
Yeah,
But they already introduced Hajime, because your theory is that Hajime is Izuru, right?
no, my theory... No, my theory
Oh,
is
you
that
said?
Hajime is Izuru.
Wouldn't that be a new thing, then?
I don't mean a new character as in a character that shows up from outside of the student cast and pre-established characters. If a character is going to show up at this point, it's going to be a twist that they're coming from another character. That's at least my opinion anyway. Like, everything else in this trial has been foreshadowed relatively well. The fact that Makoto is going to be somehow involved due to him appearing in, like, the Slate tablet or whatever the hell. The fact that Junko might potentially come back. All that stuff has been foreshadowed in here. So, to have Izuru show up in the trial, or at least in some regard as an important plot point, and simultaneously to have a Reserve Corps student put in here with seemingly no purpose other than to bring in the Reserve Corps, it just doesn't sit right with me.
We'll see how it all plays out.
I suppose so. We could also look at it from another angle, that being that even if we look at literally every single other character that has been with us, the only other candidate I can see for Izuru is Nagito, but Nagito isn't Izuru because he was talking to Izuru on the ship. Let's see. I wonder if I can have any skills or anything to set.
You got 6 more points to use. I don't know if you have any more. Oh, that's right. Click on Monami, I think it was.
Yeah, I don't think I have any more. Yeah, I don't have any more fragments
yeah,
though.
You ain't got nothing. Oh yeah.
All right, let's go.
All rise.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
This world's true identity. If I answer this, it'll be true, and that lie will become the truth. But there's no way I can leave it unanswered. God damn it!
Aw, yeah, here we go.
I think I know. Give me a V! Give me an I! Give me an R! Give me a T!
R, T,
Give me a U!
U,
Give me an A!
A.
God damn it, why is it going so fast? Give me an L! What's that spell? Virtual!
No, you got a W there. What the fuck are you talking about? You beat it.
This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a
L.
virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock
Rock
Island.
Hey,
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world. You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious?
This is like that one movie I saw with those dudes in the black trench coats.
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit?
If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now?
Yes, Kazuichi! Yes, they are!
Stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
Do me a favor and just look down a bit.
I know. The all-in-your-mind trope makes you feel such cruel
Well, he
despair.
can't see it.
It's less despair and more boredom, Monokuma.
Who cares? I revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line.
You're lucky that this was foreshadowed properly, otherwise this would be considered a plot hole.
Because it's a game.
Then we were forced to kill each other.
Because it's a game.
A lot of crazy shit happened.
Because it's a
Because
game.
it's a game.
This is like Dream Theory all over again.
Because it's a game.
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
Because it's a game.
Don't fuck with me! That's not even possible!
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games. So just force yourself to accept it.
Ah, yes, of course.
This
Force yourself to
world
accept
space,
it.
This game world was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Just stop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. Like
Brilliant.
wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
What a
Please do not
random
compare reality
connection.
to contact lenses.
Yeah.
Please do not compare reality
I
to
mean,
contact
This really
lenses.
is a virtual world. What does that make us?
You
Doesn't
better
make
not
it.
say we're fictional characters.
Hate to break it to you, buddy.
Foundation created this world using a program called the
how do we
World
tell 'em?
Program.
How do we tell him? Can we even tell him?
It's programmed to place the
Wow, this
user
really-
in the
that
virtual
really-
world by
This looks like that one
synchronizing
fucking
with the
Daft
user's
Punk music
brain.
video. You know the one where it's animated in like the 80s aesthetic? It's like it's the music video for like Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger or something.
yeah, I think it is that one. Yeah.
Where it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
aliens
yeah.
are being turned into normal people and sent down on Earth to live a normal
Yeah.
life. It like the pods remind me of that.
Your body
Yeah.
still exists in the real world.
The Neo World program, as featured in the famous Daft Punk music video, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger.
Harder, better, faster,
But
stronger.
right now,
whatever
you're
makes us.
completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something.
Ooh.
Simply put,
Dreaming.
You're, you know, not aviators, but
I mean, Avatar, right?
Avatar,
The
right?
existence created in the game is a copy
Aviator.
of the user's
Fuck's
real body.
sake.
We're not just regular avatars, right?
your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
What did you remove?
Memories. Specific thing that was removed from our bodies. Our school memories.
I see.
I see.
What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
We're avatars that were created from our memories.
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy?
Because they got yoinked out of your head!
Don't talk like that! Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's
Not sci-fi! It's a game! This world is a virtual reality created by a computer program. We can't proceed if we don't accept it.
So,
Is believing him the only thing we could do?
So how about the no more existent fourth wall, basically?
Well, I'm glad that the game held off to shatter it until this long in. Because the thing is, I feel like fourth wall breaking humor, after you do it the first time, subsequent times it kind of loses its effect. You can only break the fourth wall once. Afterwards, you're just punching the space where it used to be.
Yeah, because basically, like, you're the only one that knows about the entire time. Because, like, yeah, it's happening in the game, but the characters aren't seeing it. Alright, Ender.
Alright,
Oh,
time to debate the fact that we are living in the Matrix.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence.
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school. But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
Let's see.
That must be
As much as I hate to agree with
Damn.
Monokuma,
Damn!
Earlier in the teacher's lab.
like, as soon as he
strange
mentioned
newspaper clipping.
your bodies lived through that real life, as soon as he mentioned that, I knew he must be bringing up the newspaper
Yeah.
clipping of Hyoko's real body.
Damn! Just instantly.
There's a picture of Hyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Plus, it also kind of feels like the thing where your instinct in this is to never agree with Monokuma, so I feel like, oh, the immediate thing that I need to do in this trial is agree with Monokuma.
But of course.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you were saying that happened to Hyoko?
Exactly.
It appears Hiyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
I can't believe that. They're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
If we all met after we lost
Lost
our
our
school
school
memories,
memories,
it's
no different than meeting each other for the first time.
Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
They removed their school memories and the time after it, basically. No, hold on. If we didn't know each other before, and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other, then wouldn't he have noticed a difference?
Who is it?
Wouldn't he have noticed a difference? No, wait, hold on. Am I sure it's this person? Think about it again. If we didn't know each other before, and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other, then wouldn't he have noticed a difference?
Would you like a word hint, Ender?
I know it's he, so that rules out Akane and, Akane and Sonia. Wouldn't he have noticed a difference?
me know if you would like my hits.
Fully grown version of Hiyoko Sayachi. Did someone know Hiyoko before this? Because, like, it mentioned that Hiyoko was related to someone. Wait,
You're the
Hiko?
only one!
Oh! Right!
Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a
Peko.
long time, right?
Oh, right. I was hung up because they were talking about,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was hung up because they were talking about her, but no, it's because Fuyuhiko knew Peko long before they came to the island.
Yeah,
Exactly.
now that you mention it. Seems weird.
My hit was going
Now
to be
that I think
connections,
about it.
by the way.
Yeah.
Definitely strange.
Hey, Yule. It's a bit of a brain teaser so far, but I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Strange?
Hmm.
What is?
Also, how about that first Hangman's Gambit? Better than the Chapter 5 one, right?
Yeah, it
Am
was
I
a lot
right?
easier to get.
School memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
That long? Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years' worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Well, remember, they only lost memories from after their school life. So, it was as if they were going into school for the first time. So, Fuyuhiko and Peko already knew each other, and this was established at, like, the very beginning, though they decided to keep it secret from everyone else. So, they'd still know each other. It's just that, you know...
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
They only had their essentially, how it worked, essentially from what I can grasp, is that the Neo World program essentially yoinked all of their memories from after the point where they first arrived at Hope's Peak Academy. It had then, at that point, started essentially hijacking their memories, sort of like a virus, and wrote and started, like, writing in this story of, like, collecting the Hope fragments and everything. It started writing in this story at that point. Hence why, at the very beginning of the game, we had the whole glitch out sequence, and then there was the door at the end of the hallway that we walked through, and we ended up in a classroom. That's why that happened at the very beginning of the game. Because while normal Hajime might have lived out that entire portion of his life, seeing the ultimate despair, might have been Izuru, yada yada, etc., etc., this version of Hajime that had all his memories erased just knows he was going to Hope Peak Academy, he walked through a door, ended up in a classroom that revealed itself on a tropical island, and doesn't have anything else to reference it against. So because of that, Fuyuhiko and Peko have known each other since childhood. She was essentially raised to be his personal bodyguard and assassin. So it makes sense that they would know each other.
Are you saying we just have to accept that?
Yes!
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
This is why the placebo effect exists.
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that.
Is the game really about to reference it right after I...
In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners.
Okay, I think this might be a different example.
The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained.
Wow, this is the first time we've seen a back shot of the characters. The sprite is just black.
He was just forced to listen to the sound
Because,
of dripping water, but he
these are actually
believed he was
models.
bleeding to death.
Okay, now that I think about it, that actually makes a lot of sense in the context of the story.
That,
They turned the
prisoners
technical
still
limitations into a story point. That's
Well, no,
impressive.
They're actually, like, they've always been models.
No, I know that, and I was just pointing that out because it's funny.
As
yeah.
expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying
Your
it
knowledge
might
of
become the truth?
state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
Oh man, wow, you're amazing.
Would you like me to rattle off all of the U.S. states that still allow the death penalty? Or how there's been... Or how there... No, I actually read this in a recent news article.
Oh?
There's been some, like, essentially... companies have come up with, like, biotechnology and whatnot to influence the way your brain perceives time. So a 1,000 year, like 10,000 year prison sentence could be carried out in like 8 hours.
Whoa.
Just by messing with how your brain perceives time.
Oh.
It's horrifying.
Jesus.
Ah, yes. Sweet. Biological horrors beyond my comprehension.
Oh, my favorite. Oh, I can't wait.
I was trying to do a Peter Griffin voice for that, but let me actually. I know I'm getting sidetracked from this, but now I'm curious. I'm gonna try to see if I can. Let's see.
Do Peter Griffin?
Let's see.
Peter, I can't believe you turned into a furry online.
Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's the theory that, according to Business Insider, prisoners could serve 1,000-year sentences in 8.5 hours.
Whoa.
Using, future biotechnology. Number of drugs that distort people's sense of time, so you can imagine developing a pill or liquid that can make someone feel like they're serving a 1,000-year sentence.
That is crazy. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I found the meme that I was referencing, Clappy. I'll send it to you.
Sick.
Let me see. Here, check your DMs.
Let's have a look. See. Oh.
Sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
Holy crap, Lois.
Holy crap, Lois. I just experienced 1,000 years in 8.5 hours.
Peter, why did I tell you about experiencing man-made horrors?
Peter!
We're really just connected to machines and stuff.
We're just taking
Our
the
consciousness was
seriousness of the
uploaded
situation.
into here.
We have removed all... I removed all tension from the situation as soon as I did a Peter Griffin voice.
So we genuinely believe that this
It's
is
like real life humor.
Then the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
Indeed. Well, I mean,
All
come
these
on. Would a place
places.
called the Titty Typhoon really exist in real life?
Yes,
That
it
sea,
would.
that beach, the
Fair
buildings,
enough.
everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program.
Like they have like gay bars. They could have
just like this
bars
space
like this
we're
as
in
well,
right
I'm
now.
sure.
Yeah, that's true. So would this be a lesbian bar?
Oh,
I'm just imagining like a lesbian
That-
bar named the Titty Typhoon.
That's actually a good question, huh?
Because like you typically associate with like gay bars with like male bars, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So would a lesbian bar technically be an all female bar?
like no, I think like you're onto something with it. With the name, because it does sound like it'd be
Yeah, a
like the type of
lesbian
bar for something
nightclub.
Like, yeah, you're super right. Does sound
What we
like
see
one.
before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
It's a lesbian nightclub disguised as a music venue. That's how they get around prohibition.
Yeah.
That's why in the end.
cool this shit is.
It was all just a creation. That's the truth. We are living in the Matrix!
We're in the Matrix.
He's beginning to believe.
We're in the Matrix.
Just, what is he doing? He's beginning to believe. The truth is, it was all a lie. I have taken the red pill. That is this world's
If
truth.
everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Then that must mean...
Ah, yes, wonderful. Just what I needed. Trauma.
Well, I mean,
That's right. The killings we
Well,
were forced
more
to commit were
trauma.
part of some silly game.
I have to get called trauma
Everyone
silly
who was
for you,
killed
Hiko.
should still be alive in the real world.
Oh yeah. Just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life.
Well, I mean, theoretically, you could literally erase a person's memory of how to do everything. You could erase a person's memory of learning how to breathe. Either that or if this stuff is hooked up to their brain, they could literally just, you know, microwave their brain from the inside out.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Fucking Warframe Nucor style, microwave their brain from the inside out.
What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality.
Just think about it, Fuyuhiko. Think what would happen if you could actually feel what happened in VR chat. Just think about it, Fuyuhiko.
no,
Think
no.
of all the furries!
No.
And speaking of that reality,
Oh my
if
god,
a
no.
player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning
It's just like,
too.
sir, we found the remnants of hope. Brilliant. There's just one problem. What is it? They're all furries.
Oh, God.
So we're putting a group of 15 furries inside of a virtual reality where anything they do, they will feel in real life? Yes. Could someone do me a favor and add no sex to the teacher list? Already on it, sir.
Way ahead of you.
And for the love of God, don't make punishment horny jail, because then they'll all just go there.
Yeah, they'll all want to kill each other. That's the desired opposite effect of what we want.
Like, if you really think about it, Clappy, the whole meme punishment of go to horny jail,
It's not a good idea.
yeah, it doesn't work, because then all the horny people are in horny jail together.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
It's not effective. Yeah, even Fuyuhiko can't believe it.
Everyone who died.
It's not like their bodies are
Fuyuhiko can't believe it.
dead.
I've been
So I can't
I've been
say it's
sending
a
all of the
true
horny
death,
butlers on
but-
our estate to horny jail for years. What have they been
I've been
doing
surrounded
down
by
there?
furries. Oh my god.
I knew hiring a bunch of buddies in maid outfits was a bad idea.
Why did nobody tell me?
And why does that one cabot seem to always volunteer for guard duty?
Well, listen.
I knew you'd play.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
Why is every surface sticky?
I mean, that's for me to know, you to find out.
That's the best part, Clappy. I made that joke because I knew you'd play along with it, and I am so glad that you did.
Oh yeah, it's a
That's why it's
fucking silly
actually
scenario. Hell
cooler
yeah, you kid.
instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Who put all the soap on the floor?
Yeah, see? What were y'all thinking, you fucking degenerates? Yeah, y'all need to go to timeout.
But Clappy, don't you know what happens in prison when you drop the soap?
I mean... Yeah.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck?
I mean, in this case, based on our conversation earlier, that's quite literal for you, Hiko.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
So basically, Monokuma put Nuzlocke rules into effect.
What
Oh,
the game?
shit.
That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing?
Then Monomi and Chiaki were...
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then we're taken out.
I see. So our real enemy is the Future Foundation.
The Future Foundation's our real enemy? Is that really it? Okay, this is brilliant.
Music. It's so good. It's so good, Ender. Oh my god.
9 bullets!
Yeah.
The
Good
Neo
luck,
World program
motherfucker.
was developed by
Ah, yes, of course! Try saying this shit out loud, Clappy!
The ones who trapped us. in
Alright. I mean,
So
you know
the
me,
Future
I'm gonna give you
Foundation's
the
doing it
one
right?
without, and then,
The enemy is the Future Foundation.
white noise
I
time,
mean,
so...
a group that would make a killing
Yeah.
game. There's no way they're good guys.
Then the Future Foundation is... truly an organization of evil.
Alrighty.
Who's
here
our
we
enemy?
Go.
Is it the Future Foundation?
the Neo World.
Because let's see, if I remember
You son of a
correctly,
bitch.
this should be on here. Let's see, the Neo World program might
A,
be...
A, A, B, A,
The
3,
Future
3, A, E,
Foundation,
A,
right?
Hi, Al, how
3,
you?
4, 1, 7, 9, 5, 7, 6, 7, D,
It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
7, 7,
And the enemy is the
6,
Future Foundation.
5, 5, 2, F, 5, 4.
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
The virus
No,
put in here is
that's
what
wrong.
created the killing game.
Break.
Originally, in the world created by the Neo World
Alright, how you
program,
doing, bud?
a concept
Good
like
to see you.
violence never existed.
Then why is there killing going on?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is...
Smug motherfucker.
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
Yeah. It didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monami.
Monami, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
Hey, don't change the subject.
But that's also something we need to clear up. Monami Urasami's role she had in this world was the teacher chaperone. Monami's role was a teacher chaperone. You wanna read that, Clappy?
That's what she said, but that was just her cover, right? Isn't there something else? Like a role she had in the world of the program?
Crap!
Oh, wait, dang it, I got it wrong. Okay. Monami Urasami's role she had in this world was Observer. That's it, there we go.
There you go.
She was the observer of the Neo World program. Isn't that right?
That's
so
right.
you're technically right,
She
but
was an
also...
NPC
Yeah, technically
right,
but
assigned
not
the
really.
role of observer.
Yes,
Yeah,
Clappy,
but
it turns
also
out that this
no.
was taking place in a virtual world.
Because it's
NPC.
a game!
What's that?
Non-player character. A character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
Monami's existence was created entirely by the program, just to
I love
monitor
the
the
wireframe
15 of
right
you.
there. Oh,
It's
that's
great.
So perfect.
Please wait! Did you just say 15 people?
You've forgotten how to count. We're 16 people in total.
He was probably excluding the other observer.
Huh? Another observer?
Who was it, Ender? Do
The
you know
Future
who it
Foundation's
was?
other observer,
Who is it?
Chiaki Nanami.
Oh my god. I already knew this.
Yep.
Aside from the 15 participants, there were 2 observers in the Neo World program.
I'm hamming
One
it
of them
up.
was Monami,
I know.
and the other one was...
Could it have been Chiaki?
No shit. You
you're
asked the
right.
question.
You're saying Chiaki was an NPC?
So you're saying she was just a program? And she didn't actually exist in real life?
Then she wasn't human?
She didn't exist at all. Not human?
No, that's not it. Chiaki was really alive. Even if she was a virtual existence, she was really alive. Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
Don't get all mushy towards a game character.
Shut up!
Plus, she wasn't just a little game character. She was a lackey for the detestable World Ender.
I am not
your
detestable.
Your waifu ender. Not real.
I mean, to be fair, the internet has stand weirder. You know, like how
Yeah,
that
you know
Google
what?
AI robot that got taught to say anti-Semitic stuff was worshipped by 4chan.
You know what? Fair point.
Now
World
that you
Ender
mention
indeed.
it, you referred to the Future Foundation by that name before.
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we think that the Future Foundation was our enemy.
Do not joke about the world ending.
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
For everyone who's here?
Hey, what do you mean, those of us here? Why are you lumping us with you?
It's just a bluff.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Why don't you just show us your true self already?
What, you can't talk?
It is cowardly of you to just ignore us.
I know what's happening here.
Before I reveal my true identity to you guys, it appears the main cast has finally arrived.
Huh?
Main cast?
Speaking of which, this guy is a member of World Ender.
What? World Ender?
Do you want me to do this one, Ender, or?
Nah, I got it.
Okay.
It's a boy!
It's not the Future
The Foundation's fault. Rather, the fault lies you. The fault lies with you guys.
Right. I was waiting for you, Makoto. You finally arrived.
Makoto? There he is, ladies and gentlemen! The original lovable anime boy twink, Makoto
My
Naegi!
name is Makoto Naegi. Like you, I'm also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy. And right now, I'm a
Must
member
be used to
of
the
the
kid with the
Future
idea of
Foundation.
pronouncing just for furs as a joke. Yeah, he came up with it during a Dangan stream. It's beautiful.
Really? You're all ready? Are you?
It's crazy.
Really?
Why did someone like you suddenly show
Holy
up?
shit! That's actually kind of nutty.
You came to save us, right?
Then hurry up and save us!
Hey, what happened?
These are the same sprites from Dangan 1, I think. What's this? Isn't he acting a bit strange? This guy's attitude, it's as if he's being cautious of us?
Of course, I don't mind rescuing you guys, but before that, you all need to fully accept the situation you're in.
The situation we're in!
Why do you think the Future Foundation decided to put you guys into the Neo World program?
Who cares? Hurry up and get us out of here!
Yep, well, that is Makoto from Danganronpa 1. A member of the Future Foundation
Sure
who created the whole setup for Danganronpa 2, here to
Neo
supposedly
World
save
program
us.
Has another name. The Hope Restoration Program.
Hope Restoration Program?
By now, you should understand your true identity.
And yeah, it is the exact same sprites from the first game.
I figured as much.
15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy who were rescued by the Future Foundation?
Don't
No.
fix what isn't broken, you know?
There's something else.
Before you arrived here, Monokuma should have shown you guys some clues. Put them all together and try thinking about it.
Put it all together and think?
Oh, fuck. Logic dive. 3,
2.
2, 1, go! Dive start.
Ba, 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 ba.
I know the music is so good, isn't it?
It really is.
I love it. Oh, it's so goddamn good.
Who are the 15 survivors of the Hope Peak Academy? Hajime and the others.
Correct. Round 2.
Nyum.
Whoa!
They tricked me. I
Wait.
thought they were going to have me go in after going out, but no, they kept it out twice. Clever.
They debated you, Ender.
I also thought that was going to be a bait as well, that eventually one would pop up in the middle, but no. Who are the remnants of despair? Hajime and the others.
You can't do that, Ender. Fuck, you're gonna give me a fucking nervous breakdown. Come on, buddy.
It's one failed jump. I'm not going to die because of one failed jump.
But you're gonna suffer damage, Ender. Yo, look how cool this shit is. Like, it's so cool.
Question 3. Why are Hajime and the others put into the Neo World program? To recover from despair.
This needs to stop.
Hey, the game's the one making this shit last minute, not me.
The results.
The 15 survivors are also the remnants of despair, and they were put in here to recover from it.
It's all coming together.
Complete.
Could it be the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy and the remnants of Ultimate Despair are...
Yes, both of those phrases refer to you guys.
Huh?
That's right. Not only are you guys the survivors
of Hope's Peak Academy,
You're also survivors of Ultimate Despair!
we're all Ultimate Despair?
Don't be stupid! In the beginning, we took in 15 of you as survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. But upon further investigation, we discovered an unbelievable truth.
I did have one for a while now. I'm gonna have to see if I can update the Danganronpa stuff, because after I came back from college, it's been hard trying to keep up with the VOD channel and everything, but I'm gonna try after tonight to just upload all of the recent streams I have and everything, so you should be able to catch up on at least the revelations for this last part.
The 15 people we
Well,
acquired
I don't know
were
if you edit
actually
your
the
streams,
horrifying
but
remnants of
Twitch does
despair.
allow you to just export your VOD.
No, yeah, I know, that's what I do. It's just, I just keep
Ah,
forgetting about it because I'm always tired after work.
Ah, gotcha.
That was us?
What is this ultimate despair?
I remember hearing that they're dangerous guys who are responsible for terrorism, coup d'etats, and wars. Yes, they're responsible for the tragedy and brought chaos into the world. Despair in human form, but utterly devoid of humanity. That's what you guys really are. The ultimate despairs don't care about principles or morals. They just spread despair everywhere they go. They live solely to torment everything, to burn everything, to kill everything. We're part of a dangerous group like that?
That's gotta be a lie.
That's right. There's no way. There's no way we're all Ultimate Despair.
Nagito probably did what he did because he managed to learn the unbelievable truth.
Nagito? Why are you bringing him up all of a sudden?
There's also the fact that Mikan got the, what was it? Oh yeah, there's also the fact that Mikan had the remembering disease from way back when. So she remembered everything.
He's the only one who knew this truth before you guys. It was a special prize for clearing the final dead room.
Was it that file that contained all our student profiles? But inside...
But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details. Details? Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent in Hope's Peak Academy. It's not written here. These profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
No, it used to have profiles from after you entered the school, but Nagito destroyed them before you saw it.
Huh?
Why? Why Why do you know something like that?
Anyway, it's the absolute truth that the file had profiles about you guys after you entered the school. And after Nagito obtained the file and learned the truth, what did he try to do to you guys?
Nagito learned the truth. What did he try to do to us? Telling us to answer that?
Oh, Hangman's Gambit again!
I think I know what this one is. Oh, come on!
What?
I need 2 L's, game!
But you want to win.
Shut up, Clappy!
S.
What the?
Kill? Kill what? Kill what, Enter? Look at it be! Come on, man! I am not helping.
No, you are not.
Because you already know what the fuck it is.
Give me an S game!
Where are you, a snake?
I'm having a stroke.
I forgot if I did mention how, for us, it is not rude, but in the normal release, it actually is. Did I ever explain that to you?
I got it!
I don't remember if I did.
Explain what?
Anyways, good job, Bender! Yay!
Hey.
You
Tried
beat it.
to kill everyone except for the traitor.
That's right. After seeing the file, you learned that everyone, including him, was ultimate despair. And he tried to kill everyone except the traitor.
Did Nagito try to kill us because we were ultimate despair?
Yeah, stroke. I'll go get the first aid kit.
Because of his love for hope and his hatred toward despair. I sort of understand that.
Don't mess with us. Why do we have to be treated like the bad guys? There must be some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
I don't need a twist like that. It might seem unbelievable because you guys only have memories from before you entered the school. But it all happened at Oaks Peak Academy. You were tainted by ultimate despair because at Hope's Peak Academy, you were in contact with her.
Her?
The true ultimate despair.
Junko Enoshima.
She strongly influenced you all during your time at the school. And that's why you became ultimate despair.
Ender.
Yeah?
Do me a solid and remember all the way back to chapter 3, right?
Yep.
Do you remember what Mikan was talking about after, the trial?
How she finally got to see her again, referring to Junko.
Yeah. Good guess, by the way.
Hmm.
Like, you were actually super on the money. Look
Nice.
at you go.
In order to remove that influence, you've been placed into the Hope Restoration Program.
Is that why you took away our school memories?
Ding, ding, ding.
The reason you're able to act like your normal selves is because you're within the Neo World program. But your true bodies in the real world are different. In the real world, you're part of a group that cruelly destroyed your family, friends, and even your own body.
That one was Nagito, who literally stapled Junko's hand onto him. He cut off his own hand and stapled her severed hand onto his stump of an arm. I am shocked he did not get sick from that.
Family, friends, and our own bodies. Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
He's right. There's no way we do something like that.
Don't turn away from the truth.
Yep. What was that just now? A memory? But that person, that was Nagito, right? Vision of Nagito has been added to the Truth Bolt section of her handbook.
It appears you've remembered a little.
Notice that this memory went to Hajime. And the person who I thought was talking on the boat sounded like Izuru. Or it certainly, at the very least, didn't sound like somebody talking like Hajime. The person on the boat talked as if they had talent. I don't think somebody from the Reserve Corps would be talking like that. Unless they weren't really from the Reserve Corps.
Now, face what you've done. And from there, you will finally take your first steps on the path to hope.
Alrighty, Ender, make your argument.
Well, that's obvious.
There's obviously some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
Because you're all ultimate despair. You killed your friends and family. And you even destroyed your own bodies.
Yep.
That must be it.
They literally handed me that one on a silver platter.
Well, I mean, a silver bullet,
That
but
memory
that's
I felt was
semantics.
actually a
Fair
memory
enough.
from the real world. Nagito did was cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm.
Transplanted a woman's
Not just
arm?
any woman's arm.
I know it!
Late Junko Enoshima's arm.
I knew it!
Ding, 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 once
What did
again.
you say?
What did you
Probably
say?
thought that by becoming one with Junko Enoshima, he could make her survive within it.
I don't get this at all.
The ultimate despairs defy understanding. They have no problem severing their own limbs.
I am terribly sorry. I do not feel so well. Where's the bathroom?
Watch Kazuichi offer to let her vomit on him.
It's just
Oh my
a game
God.
anyway. So why don't you just let it out? I'm pretty sure a select few would demand that.
Junko Enoshima, who got crushed to death. Well, this stuff defies expectations, Yule. Who knows? Maybe Junko's crush death didn't actually crush her completely.
It's too soon to feel sick. It's not even the worst thing the ultimate despairs have done. Some wasted away to skin and bones through continuous fasting in order to reach the despair of starvation. Others gave their own families to Junko just to perform killing experiments on them. Not just that. After Junko's death, they slaughtered countless people by forcing them to commit suicide.
I mean, that doesn't really look like suicide. That looks like someone gunning down a bunch of innocent people. Also, why does that woman on the left in the top image look like Chiaki's parent? Like, maybe it's just the hairstyle, but that kind of looks like Chiaki's mom. Or at least what Chiaki's mom could theoretically look like.
One person even implanted one of Junko's eyes into their own socket. Perhaps they wanted to see her despair? And not just that. Some even tried to have children with Junko's dead body.
Ah!
Just stop!
Wonderful! Add necrophilia to the list of disturbing topics that these games cover.
Yeah, there it
It's
is.
a bullshit story. That's obviously bullshit.
Given how much dojin exists of Danganronpa, I wouldn't be too surprised if someone actually made a dojin about that.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to look it up. That's for you guys if you want to scar yourself for life. Personally, I don't want to.
I
Feel despair toward yourselves in the real world. I understand that feeling. But there's no need to worry. If you just advance
The
toward
despairing god.
God.
you'll definitely be safe.
No, it would be the Despairinagon.
Say,
Yo, what did they say
save
when
us?
Junko's eyes were missing? Disparagon.
Of course. That's my purpose, after all. That's why the Neo World program was created, too.
Well, I mean, you could also say, hey, what did they say after somebody transplanted Junko's breasts onto their own body? Disparagon.
Disparagon.
You put us inside this program so that you can save us?
Essentially, your cohabitation inside the Neo World program was just a simulation. If we remove the memories of your time at Hope's Peak Academy, would it also remove your ultimate despair?
So, you're saying this was like a test?
I guess I can say that the test was a success. Even though it deviated greatly from the original plan of graduating after gathering the Hope Fragments, nevertheless, you guys were able to overcome your unexpected trials and make your way here. That's why all you need to do is choose graduate.
If we do that, we can get out of here?
However, if you graduate from here, your school memories will never return.
Huh?
If you choose to graduate, and the observer determines that there are no problems, you will complete the Hope Restoration Program, and your avatar will be uploaded into your real body.
Uploaded?
Means by uploading our avatar's memories into our bodies, we're also forcibly erasing our past selves. That's why it's called the Hope Restoration Program. So that is the Neo World program.
Hey, what happens to the people whose avatars die?
If an avatar that needs to be uploaded has been deleted, there's nothing we can do.
So you're saying they'll never wake up?
God damn it! Damn fucking shit!
Ahem. Please take a look at this flipbook for a quick rundown of your options.
Hey, God.
If you choose graduate, it'll transfer your in-game memories, but your school memories will be gone forever. Unfortunately, the people who have already died will not be able to wake up.
Just a thought. What will happen if we do not choose to graduate?
You'll just have to continue living your tropical life.
Hey, why you gotta ask something like that?
Well, even if we wake up in the real world, we are all rather messed up, right? If that is the case, then maybe staying on this island is...
What are you saying? Haven't we been working this hard just to escape from here?
You don't have to force yourself to return to a painful reality. Let's just play this game forever and ever!
Don't be ridiculous. If I stay in this screwed up world any longer, I'm seriously gonna snap.
Can't they just restart the game and then install like Norton antivirus on this on the PC or some shit? Like just reinstall the game, verify the integrity of the game files, install Norton antivirus.
But still, is it really okay to sacrifice the others just to save ourselves?
You're asking that now? If we don't get out of here now, then what was everything we've done up till now even for?
You're right. We've been trying desperately to survive until we can finally leave this place. If we don't get out of here now, the deaths we've endured will be in vain. I know this, but... something's not right. How come Monokuma isn't trying to stop us? Is he just going to stay quiet and overlook us getting out of the game world? Then everything Monokuma did would be pointless too. Not only that, is it really okay for us to believe him? Should we get out, or...
I see!
I don't trust it.
Wait, we have some time to decide?
Did you get scared like Sonia?
No, it's not that. Don't you think this is a little strange?
Strange. You still don't understand? Normally, ultimate despairs like you guys would just be abandoned.
I feel like this Makoto is a fake. The more that I think about it, if Makoto was actively going out of his way to save them, I don't feel like he would be acting this way towards them. I feel like this Makoto is a fake.
But I'm telling you, I'm here to help. You should be thankful for how open-minded the Future Foundation is.
But they're not. You guys went rogue from the Foundation.
What has happened to you?
Just listen to the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation is the world's hope, you know?
I knew it. As I thought. There's something wrong with you.
Make your arguments.
Yep.
I said I'm going to save you guys. Why aren't you listening to me?
Let's do what he says and get out of here. I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys, right?
And apparently we are actually the bad guys.
True.
It's fine to trust him, right?
The Future Foundation is the world's hope. No one can defy the Future Foundation.
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Someone can defy the Future Foundation, because you did.
Did you say it's
Foolish to defy the Future Foundation?
Then how do you explain
Explain your actions!
My actions? I saw
But the email that the Future Foundation sent to you. To Future Foundation 14th Division Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring light to the hope of the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy, you survived, and helped you recover your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a hope-filled future.
In that email,
Makoto Naegi defied the Future Foundation to protect the remnants of despair. Clearly contradicts what this person is saying.
Is that email for real? Future Foundation tried to kill us?
Hold on!
We'll deal with that later!
Hey, Monokuma. Those clues we found were all real, right?
Yes!
And that's not the only contradiction. What this Makoto person is saying also contradicts what we've already been told. Essentially, I cannot guarantee that there are no issues with this program. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure whether or not to run the program with you guys, but this was the only way to save you. I wanted to protect you. To me, those words seem much more real. So if this person in front of us is... Tell me, Makoto Naegi, who are you?
Who is he? Simply put, he's Makoto Naegi, who's known for being a cutie patootie.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking...
You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof!
Damn, he's trying to interfere. Then, to prove whether that Makoto is real or not, I gotta shove that in his face.
Panic talk action!
Oh wait, what's the... Let's see. Alright.
Better luck next time! What? What do you want? Punishment is waiting for you! You're getting all riled up! What are you... Enough already! That's impossible!
I need to remember the controls for this.
Yeah, in my opinion, this is the worst of the,
I'm not listening!
like, panic talk action stuff myself. In my opinion.
Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? I can't hear you! Better luck next time! What do you want?
Except for this part,
Insolent fool! If you're saying he's not...
This is the end!
11037.
Makoto Naegi.
Naegi, if that's really who you are, then tell me this.
Why did you
Make the password to Nezumi Castle 11037.
What was that again?
Can't answer?
You can't answer?
That's weird. Wait, where'd you find that out? Who cares?
So how about it? Can you even answer?
Oh man, I've been found out.
Found out. Then you're...
How disappointing! And I thought I was on the right track!
He disappeared? Hey! That guy disappeared!
Why are you surprised? It's a computer program.
So anything's possible, right?
Then that
The
was
hell's just the work of Monokuma?
Aw, you found out I was faking! This is so embarrassing! I just wanna kill myself!
What are you doing?
I just show us a fake member of the Future Foundation!
That fake was trying to get us
Out
out to the real world. And that's your plan? Is that where your trap is?
Man, they saw right through me! I may as as well be invisible.
A trap? What kind of trap did you set?
Hey, if you know what's good for you, you better hurry the hell up and confess. I'll beat you half to death if you tell us now. But if you don't spit it out soon, I'm just gonna kill ya!
Just kill him right now! Then this nightmare can finally end!
Violence is not allowed! This isn't that kind of game! It's a much smarter game, right?
This isn't Call of Duty, this is Brain
What
Age.
game? This game is already over!
This game is over? No! I'm not gonna let you finish yet! There's no
I knew
way
it.
this can end before I've even transformed!
Transform?
A transformation is customary in a final boss battle, right? You know, like that one role-playing game? You know what game I'm talking about. Final...
Don't say it!
Don't
Then
say it!
Allow me to show you.
Don't say
I'll
it!
skip the second and third forms and go straight to my final form!
You better not be bluffing. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and pull all your stuffing out!
Here I go!
What? I have a bad feeling about this. I feel so my brain is burning, sizzling. A really, really bad feeling. We're mixing Star Wars and DBZ!
Now then, make sure you burn this ginormous despair you're about to see into your memories! I'm gonna die!
Oh hey, that's where the clip from the opening came from. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it, Clappy! I knew it!
You're right. She's back!
Big booba.
This goes out to all the macro and micro furs out there. This one's for you.
Brilliant. Ah, the wallpaper changed as well. Cool.
Well, yeah, Ender, it's a game.
Ah, yes, the pink lemonade background aesthetic. Nice.
Well, yeah, it's a game.
Man, I'm gay.
What? What's going on?
Am I hallucinating?
Also, I'm going to break my one rule of like usually not voice acting during the trials or whatever, because I really want to voice act Junko again.
Sure.
I know anything goes here.
Here, but
this
is clearly not fucking
How about
okay.
Junko?
I know. I'm just
So
trying.
what's your reaction to
I'm
seeing
seeing an extra large high school girl.
But are they
Really that big? Don't you think they're pretty small?
She's huge! She's way too huge!
But the
the
final
final boss
boss
in
of a certain action game is much bigger.
You know,
That game, Kniferella.
Said it anyway.
She said it anyway. Hey, an estimated bust size of 15 meters, huh? My boobs are hopelessly huge. Hey,
want
me to squish you in between them? Big boobs feel good, you know.
Yeah.
If this was a pandering
Fan service game full of pretty girls, there'd be a CG close-up of my cleavage, but... Yeah, this isn't a fan service game. Of course, since it's not an action game either. You won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous final boss. Although we did get a close-up of her cleavage earlier when she was talking about the 15 meters comment, so technically we did. Game got to have his cake and eat it too. So fucking hopeless!
This is Monokuma's true identity?
We have to deal with this thing?
I'm
shocked you call me this thing. Oh, you're so mean.
So mean, Ender.
Is it just me, or did her personality change?
I get easily bored of
Or
my
my
personality.
personality. Like, I already got bored of my personality and it gets easily bored.
And that's when Fuyuhiko
I
would
would say,
"It's too damn soon to say you got bored, right?"
Wait, what?
I have
plenty of data on you guys, so it's so easy to know what you're all thinking.
I got bored of
Getting bored. Jeez. Even when I'm dead, I still get bored. This sucks. Even when you're dead? Does that mean... Is this person's true identity
I see.
Junko Enoshima?
Are you Junko Enoshima?
Did you say Junko Enoshima?
Isn't she
Isn't
dead?
she dead?
It's true.
I did end up dying the last time. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean it to go that fast! I couldn't help it, you know? It was my first time!
Jeez.
He's stupid. You're the one who made me go.
And why is
And
someone
someone who died here.
Do you guys know about
An artificial intelligence called Alter Ego. Huh? Exuberance! We are now an AI! We have transcended humanity!
Stop saying all this crazy bullshit.
You see,
My personality is like this because I'm the type who dies easily, right? That's why I made my own AI program while I was still alive. And someone uploaded me into this Neo World program. That's how Alter Ego Junko hopelessly appeared in front of you guys. That's insane. This insane bitch is Junko Enoshima. She's responsible for everything. The destruction of Hope's Peak Academy, the destruction of the world. The one who took over the Neo World program and forced us to kill each other. What is all this bitch is doing? Even so, what am I supposed to do? If we know she's Junko Enoshima.
And think stuff like, what can we do?
I mean, we're all ultimate despair here. Every one of our classmates looked at us like we're a bunch of loogies on the side of the road. I'll be friends!
Hell no!
Man, they hate me.
And I
I
was thinking of you guys
when I tampered with the graduation program, but they still hate me. Huh?
Tampered with the graduation program?
Remember what that fake
Makoto said earlier about having you guys reward for graduating.
So,
Oh, I decided to modify what happened so it's something exciting and unique. Just like a game.
Uploading your game
Your
memories into your real bodies is fine,
but letting your friends stay dead just sucks.
That's why
I
I
decided to resurrect them. This is the new graduation program I'm offering. Resurrect?
Hey, are you serious? Can you really do that?
It was like real hard, you know?
That's a new one.
The graduation program is the core
For part of the game, so it was protected with a lot of encrypted codes.
You're wrong.
I felt so much despair about how useless I am.
Well,
The advantage of being an AI is that I got smarter with computers. Or that every time my computer froze, I used to put it in the microwave and nuke it. Of hands, class. How long do you think it took for me to modify it?
Who cares about that? Are you serious when you say that everyone who died will come back to life?
Did you forget? You gotta
I answer questions to progress the story. That's the rule of this game, right?
By the way,
Wait,
I'll
I'll give you a clue. You guys were always watching time slip away at a certain place.
So you're not gonna tell us until we answer that?
We're completely at our mercy. But if we can't progress unless we answer, we have no choice but to answer. How long it took for Junko Enoshima to modify the graduation program? She said we were watching how long it took. The certain place we were watching was the bomb at Jabberwock Park.
The countdown at Jabberwock Park. That's the only place we can think of.
So Junko was intelligent enough to pull a Chihiro. Basically, Rao, yes. We actually saw Alter Ego earlier during this trial. Alter Ego is the person who is essentially like the overall presider of the Neo World program, in a way. For lack of a better term. So she was trying to protect the core systems from the from Alter Ego
That's the
Junko.
only place we consistently watch that.
Then that countdown
And
represented
at the
time
time,
that was
needed to modify the program.
That's okay.
Well, it's totally wrong.
Totally
Wrong about that tricky timer.
Wrong? And what was it?
How should I
Hey,
put
put this. I was just goofing around. Huh? I mean, isn't this stuff you don't understand exciting even though you don't get it? Kind of like a superhero cosplayers, or someone else's designs of alien life and stuff, right?
It was just for show?
Yeah, and it was meaningless. Does that fill you with despair? Like getting booted from a game server for calling someone a racial slur?
You know those murder
Mysteries where the culprit is really the detective who's investigating the murder? Oh, over predictable crap like that. This is what you expect at this stage of the game.
She's seriously messed up.
Well,
Oh, in a way, the countdown implied it was on a mission.
Did you ever
I
make
think
up your
you
own
know silly
silly
rules like don't step off the white line when you cross the road.
I was testing
Myself to see if I could get you guys into the graduation program before the timer reached 0.
Enough. Please stop.
Don't be so
Don't disappointed. It's totally true. I had a hard time manipulating that program.
Well, you guys
I was at the beach making wrinkly dog faces. I was working so hard on my own, you know.
Hey, enough of this pointless crap. Are you seriously going to resurrect everyone who died?
Like I said,
Head, it's easy. It's just a game after all. Just a game? Yeah. Each and everything that happened in this world was just an event within the game.
There's
No way anything that occurred in the game could affect the real world.
What you're saying now is completely different from what you said before. You said whether or not it's a lie. The moment you feel something is real, it becomes real.
The game where you
Throw my words back at me is over. So you don't really have to worry about it.
Fine. I won't worry about it. Hey, who fucking cares about logic? As long as everyone who died comes back to life, that's good enough.
But if we do not understand the principles behind it, then we do not even know if it is really possible.
Finally, the logical
Anything
one.
goes in this world. You've seen that happen so many times already, right?
Well, if a high school girl can get huge, then it's not crazy if the dead can come back to life, right?
I'm sorry, Akane. The world doesn't operate on Dojin logic.
If she's saying that's how she tampered with a computer program, how are we supposed to respond to that?
By saying hell no!
That's right. That's why you should finish this game and
go back to living a normal life in the real world.
If we go back, what do you get out of it? What benefit do
You get by making us return to the real world, as long as we don't know what it is. Yeah, so annoying. You're so petty. It's not like you're a housewife living on a tight budget.
All I
I
want
wanted to put this graduation performance in a more dramatic way.
Well, if you doubt me,
You don't have to go back. Is that what you want? Not to go back?
To go back?
Oh, hold on a sec. We're obviously going to get out of here. If it'll bring our dead friends back, it's all we can do.
Are you enjoying my performance, Clappy?
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Good.
Junko's one of those characters that's so fun to voice act just because it stretches how many voices I can do.
Yeah. Like I believe she has like 2 voice actors, depending on like the personalities.
I mean, it does definitely make sense considering how many personalities she has and how different sounding they are sometimes. Like, it makes sense that would have to be done with 2 or more voice actors, but I just kind of like seeing if I can try to do a similar voice for each one of the personalities just to see if I can.
That's kind of like what I do whenever I do the characters. Like, yeah,
No,
I
yeah,
can
exactly.
try to give them like original voices, but I don't know. There's something special about these characters where it's just like, you know, I just want to.
Exactly, it's a
I wanna
fun
keep
voice
it
acting
pure.
exercise.
Of course. We've
Been working towards that goal for like forever.
Because we had that,
That
goal,
goal.
we were able to endure those killings.
Plus, everyone can go back together. So there's no reason to hesitate.
You are right. There is no way we can choose to stay here after all we've been through.
Just as expected
And
from
for
the
the winners of this killing school trip, your will to live is truly ultimate.
Wonderful.
Well, that's just more reason for you to execute your role as devices. Devices?
Okay.
Hey,
now let's
stop stalling for the time of the exposition. Hurry up and do it!
Now then,
Why don't you guys
Just
go ahead and answer with the touch panel in front of you?
I'm gonna do it. I'm
Seriously gonna do it. If you don't hurry up, I'm seriously really gonna do it.
You don't have to
Say, who are you talking to? It doesn't concern a chump like you, Hajime.
Chump? Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be over once we press this.
So we just have to press graduate, right?
If we do that, we can go home, right?
I swear, I feel like Junko is gonna come if they don't press this button fast enough.
Come on, gotta push
I
it.
can go back.
Push, 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 push,
With this, I
push,
can
push,
finally
push,
go back.
push, push,
He's
push,
right.
push, push,
With this,
push,
we can
push
finally go
it.
back. This will be the end.
Push it.
And our friends who died will be saved. It's way beyond what we expected.
Push
Then
it. Push it.
it's
push
safe
it.
to say this is the good end, right?
Push it. Push it. Push it. Push it. Hey, what are you doing? It's decided by a majority vote, so just don't think about it and press graduate. Don't you want to go back home? I don't care if you want to stay here, but don't drag us into it.
I can go back. With this, I can finally go back. This is the same as the 1 and 3 option from the end of DR1, but I'm curious if there's... No, dang it, there's no different dialogue. I think the game is railroading me into pressing graduate.
I got it!
Oh!
Don't press it!
This is Junko's trap!
Trap!
Huh?
What the heck? That guy from earlier is back again.
It's not
Again, this time it's the real one.
Real? I'm Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi of the Future Foundation.
There it is!
This is from the original game!
Yeah!
This guy's the real Makoto Naegi? Then, this is the guy I spoke to?
I'm sorry I'm late.
I actually wanted to come rescue you sooner, but with the virus infecting the Neo World program, I wasn't able to enter.
Just when the chumps are
So in a pinch, he's suddenly able to enter for reasons unknown. Thus, the main character gallantly appears. Cool! I truly suck so much!
Did you also time my arrival? No.
It doesn't matter.
I'm going
To save everyone, and then I'm going to settle this between us once and for all. I'm trolling! I can stop my leaking! I have to get here, Makoto. Use my tricks to hack into the program. You must have hacked in with his tricks too, right? And also how you kept your memories, right? Even though you haven't aged a day, just like these guys. And that I wouldn't have been able to save everyone. Understand. No matter how you got here, as long as you're here, you'll be treated like one of my students. Means you must respect my authority.
I already know the risks of being here.
That's such reckless hope. I love you so much that you disgust me.
Just what do you mean by trap? What is Junko's trap? It doesn't matter. We can finally end this, you know? If we get out of here, it'll all resolve itself peacefully. After all this, I can't let you get in the way. The fact that you guys are
Even thinking like that is Junko's trap.
She's
Lying to you about your dead friends coming back to life. Little me.
Who do we trust?
If you knew
Junko's true goal, you'd know she's lying.
You know her goal?
Yeah.
Junko's goal is to revert the Hope Restoration Program into the Despair Restoration Program.
Despair Restoration Program?
As part
For
of
the graduation program, your avatar's memory and consciousness is uploaded into your real body. However, none of us expected that any of the avatars would get deleted. Junko has taken advantage of that opportunity. She intends to use her version of Alter Ego, the AI she stole my friend's skill to create. Throw herself into the bodies of everyone whose avatar was deleted.
Then everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life.
They're gonna be taken over by Junko?
What the fuck?
like the real
world. Once an avatar is deleted from this virtual world, it can't be recovered.
It's
It's
actually
actually impossible to revive them.
That doesn't mean I was
Lying, you know. I just didn't make some things clear.
And
Even if they're overwritten by my alter ego, that doesn't mean they'll be a completely different person.
The data
Now that everyone who died is stored within me, so I'm sure I can convincingly act out their personalities.
don't mess with me.
In
In fact, I have a lot of data on Fuyuhiko, so I know some that'll make you happy. My version of Peko that's more to your liking than she ever was.
I see. Don't fucking mess with me!
Operation Junkofy All Mankind begins here! Junkofy All Mankind? My alter ego into everyone who died? I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters. And, eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of bees all over the world! This, my despair utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junko Land will be complete! Operation Junkofy All Mankind in a nutshell! Yeah! Our dreams are expanding and expanding!
That messed up plan is your goal?
Then why didn't you just kill all of us? If you did, you could have taken over all of our bodies. Wouldn't that have been more convenient for you?
Is that what
What do you want me to do? Is it still too late to do that?
No. There's a reason Junko couldn't do that. That's why she made you guys kill each other.
The reason she wasn't able to do that is because there was something she didn't do. So the reason is the school trip's rules.
Got it. It's because of the school trip's rules.
The rules state that the teacher isn't allowed to intervene.
Follow the rules of the school trip?
Junko usurped
Usami's authority is an observer, and her role is your teacher.
However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow up. That's why when
Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well. Rule number 4, the lead teacher cannot directly interfere with students. An exception to this rule is made if a student breaks the rules.
Man,
I was so annoyed. I had the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules. Well, even if I could have deleted rules, I was still busy with the whole taking over your bodies plan.
So you made us kill each other. Because you couldn't kill us yourself.
Then, is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies you can take over?
Like I said,
Ed, I personally didn't care about the outcome of the killings.
How dare you look down on us? Don't fuck with me. What about our lives?
Chump change.
I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you!
So that's your trap. You tried to make us choose graduate. So you can take over everyone's body with the graduation program.
How can you be so cruel?
Because Junko Enoshima
Mima,
is
the true ultimate despair.
She doesn't
Yearn
yearn
for any kind of future at all. She fills every person she meets with despair.
That's
My Makoto, you will understand me so well.
For
Me, despair is not a goal, or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct.
It's
What defines me is Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization.
That's
Why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity.
So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair?
For example,
Well, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets bored easily, still remember fondly?
Picture
Thousands of fools who are madly in love with me, dying one by one like insects doused with bug spray.
And the
The best part is, they did it to themselves, you know? Thousands of humans falling like dominoes. Oh, they're so beautiful. It made my brain melt.
Yeah, about that. Does that story have a happy ending?
Could it be she's talking about the reserve course?
Are you talking about the reserve course's mass suicide?
Oh
Yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor of the reserve corps. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss.
about?
An incident.
where 2,357 people from the Reserve Corps all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it.
2,357 people? That's an outrageous number.
You don't
You have to be that surprised. You don't look like you took your friends and lovers all died at once. That was so rude of me. There's no way you guys even have meaningful relationships like that anymore.
I
mean, you're all ultimate despair. You guys have already eaten your fill of despair.
I do not really know what you are trying to say.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with. You ultimate despairs are among her many victims.
If someone like me is born, that means the world is yearning for despair.
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair.
No, that's wrong.
That's the reason we can't let you escape.
Also, wait, I just realized something.
Wow.
If the main characters are the ultimate despair, and they were mentioning that earlier, did that mean that in real life some of these guys nearly starved themselves to death, donated their parents to be tortured? One of the main characters tried to commit necrophilia with Junko's body, and another one stole her eye?
Well, that's just saying that people that were
I know, but
doing that.
I know, but I just thought about the parallel. I know, but I just thought about the parallels between Junko in here losing an eye during Pekko's execution, and someone saying that they had an eye taken out and replaced with Junko's. I don't know, that parallel just seems a bit too strong. We don't know if Chiaki was modeled after an actual student, but maybe my comment about Chiaki's parents might have actually been more real than I thought it was. And also, the one person with the Uzi gunning down all those people was wearing a beanie that looked similar to our mechanic friends. How many layers of this game is there? It's like a fucking onion!
But if you do that, you guys won't
Won't be able to return to the real world, right?
Huh?
If we choose graduate to get out of here, the graduation program will activate, right?
If that happens, Junko's alter ego will be uploaded into the bodies of the dead.
Does that mean we gotta stay here to keep her from getting out?
What the heck? Why does it have to be like that?
It's such a cruel fate for you guys. But it's awfully
Convenient for the Future Foundation.
They'll be
Able to keep all the ultimate despairs, including me, trapped in this game forever.
Wrong! That's not it!
But
Ultimate despairs hated worldwide, and their lives are no doubt targeted by the Future Foundation. Well, if you don't want to acknowledge that, I guess it just can be helped, lol.
Can't be helped. LOL.
This is nothing to LOL about.
But it's so
Ironic. You came all the way here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice.
Even though you came all
This way to win the game, even though you kept sacrificing your friends to win.
The goal you guys
That's where the reach was long all along. Isn't that just so fucking tragic?
Stop it!
It was all a mistake? Was this really just a mistake? Was it a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? What about the killings and the class trials? Was this just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate despairs killed each other off? This is just too...
Don't give up yet! There is a way you guys can get out of here!
Without letting Junko out! Huh?
No, there's
No way it's such a convenient...
There
Is? Really? That's the first I've heard of it! First she's heard of it? Then it's a way even Junko doesn't know, right? The way to get us out that Junko doesn't know about. It might be that.
What is it, Ender? What is it?
The shutdown sequence.
I see!
Talking about the shutdown sequence?
Shutdown sequence? What is that?
It's a hidden
Command I set up in the Neo World program.
hidden command.
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution.
There was
always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys.
So
I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies.
As I recall,
You said it was a command that not even the teacher could stop.
That means even Junko can't stop it.
Dear me.
I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown. Huh?
You know about it?
More
Importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown? The reason the shutdown sequence can't be activated is there's not enough people.
I see.
It requires 8 people to work.
Because
There are only
there's
6
not
of
enough
us.
people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time. Am I correct?
However, out of 15 people, including Makoto, there are only 6 people here.
Even if you want to cheat, I won't let ya. The shutdown sequence won't
Heck,
activate
unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's
Totally impossible.
You
Totally saw through that supposed hidden command.
No need to worry.
Worry. Even though I knew I couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
It's not that
We'd had no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe
even
in
them. I believe they will definitely come. Them? Yo!
Take your time saying.
That's not something you need to take your time saying. Yo! Leave. Try putting yourselves in our shoes before you drag us into situations like this. Yes! My boy! My favorite smug asshole!
Kyoko!
Yo, Byakuya! I knew you guys would come! Kyoko? Byakuya? Off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings. I'm sorry.
Even
Though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously. Here's we made it.
Hey, what's going on? Why are there more people again?
Long story, Kazi.
Exciting.
Ichi. I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
I must
Say,
now that
and I'm seeing her up close. She's much bigger than I remembered.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand. There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Shut up. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Beautiful. Shut up.
Byakuya! You're alive! But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
You shut up too.
Are you two...
So that Byakuya from the beginning was the ultimate imposter.
Well, yeah.
It's
Of
probably
course.
Not just that.
Probably not just that. The 6 of you that joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and helped you recover your memories. It's Kyoko's boyfriend Makoto and Makoto's boyfriend Byakuya! Tragedy. If the Killing School Life is referring to that, you guys are the survivors of the Killing School Life who previously defeated Junko, right?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move. Did you really want to see me that badly?
It can't be helped.
Helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So
How about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
Why
Are you crying? You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like even bigger chumps. You said again. Ignore her. Now when we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her and this messed up world. And this messed up world? Hey, can I ask you something? We should do the shutdown program. What will happen to us? No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
If you shut down the Neo world
Program. Everything within the program will be deleted. We'll obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here.
So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean
Manually deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars
Ours will not upload, so you'll revert to your original state before you enter the program. Huh? No reason to tell them all that.
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it. Hold on a second.
If we go back to our original selves before we enter the program, we're going to revert back to our original selves before the end of the lose mono coins.
I mean, that's pretty important, don't you know?
True.
I see.
Damn it, Ender!
Does that mean we'll go back to being Ultimate Despair?
That's right.
Right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me, when you used to feel despair upon despair.
No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I
Understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a
Painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it.
That's
Why? In order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us.
We
Still have to fight?
I thought we finally reached the end.
Don't worry.
Once you get out, we'll do our best to support you.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last Ultimate Despair.
For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated when they are discovered.
When you say
That's support. Do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or
Of course not.
not? We would never
allow
allow that to happen.
It's gonna be alright. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why.
I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert to the state you're in now.
The state you're in right now.
Stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwash. Washing your brain is like really nasty.
I mean, yeah, really.
But still,
Have you tried it, Ender? Oh,
even if
Yeah,
the
that would be
brainwashing
pretty
is undone,
gross.
it's pretty
the
wrinkly,
memories
you know,
we've made
and-
up till now will
ugh,
be
it's like, it'd
erased.
probably be like handling
right?
like
Does that mean we'll
unflavored
completely
spaghetti.
forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that. It doesn't
Matter what you want, that's the reality.
Every
Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds. Meaningless vanish? Does that include her too? I'm gonna move myself over a little bit so that way you can see the... There we go, that works. If we lose our memories of this world, we're also going to forget that she ever existed, right? She being Chiaki. If that happens, does it really mean that she, an existence confined to this world, is really going to disappear? She risked her life to protect us, and we won't even remember she existed?
Memory's not all that'll go back
to normal. If you've lost a limb like Nagito, it'll still be gone when...
Please stop!
Going back to reality in that condition. That
Sounds like a bad joke.
You're not joking.
That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
We don't know anything about that past.
Hey, why did we become Ultimate Despair in the first place?
I asked the same
Thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough.
However, if you ask me,
People who claim
claiming
to
the stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest.
Huh?
Guys who desperately want to reach the top, they'll think about what'll happen when they're pushed off.
They're probably
Only too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others.
Shoving off guys
Man,
like
that is so
easy.
I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that.
The point is,
The moment you cling to talent and hope, Despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
Then,
What if you think about it like this?
it turns
Out that you guys,
being
Ultimate Despair, was a part of Game
World.
World.
And in truth,
Ruth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the Game World too.
They're simply
And the side characters of the Game World, their role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, saying that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Are you kidding around?
Enough. My patience is wearing thin.
Then, let's hurry up and start the shutdown sequence already.
Before you do that,
We gotta do some reviewing.
Aw, shit. Here we go.
When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as the Ultimate Despair.
And
And your dead friends will never be revived. And the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world.
Now
And then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win, or will my despair win? Oh, hey! Things are starting to heat up!
This isn't
It's a game, you know. Contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life.
That
Explains why these chumps who weren't allowed last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
You called us chumps again.
Because it's true!
Most
Importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake. Huh?
There was a more
An
important goal
there.
The
The goal of luring a specific group of people. Ah,
since
so now's a great time when we make that the question.
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, rules say I gotta ask questions every now and again. So, question, who did I lure, and how did I do it?
The hint
Is, I bored easily. The same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass. Yoki, let's all think about it together. The same outcome as the killing school life. Do I just have to remember what occurred there? The people Junko lured in the method. Just try connecting those dots. There should be an answer there.
Logic dive. 3,
2.
2, 1. Dive startle.
Honestly, now that the logic dive gives me a chance to talk, I really been loving this trial so far.
I know it's like a lore dump or whatever, but god,
It's an enjoyable lore dump.
yeah.
And it's a lore dump that makes sense if you've played the first game.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, that's nice and clean. Haha, that's not.
I hate the respawn for this thing. I made the jump and then Andy McDonald pushed me off my board. Are you booing me or the game?
There you go. It's a bit of a tight one. Alright. Oh, they're gonna give me heart palpitations.
Question 1. Who did Junko Enoshima want to lure? Ah, dang it. I think she wanted to lure the Future Foundation. Either that or Ultimate Despair.
Let's see.
Yep.
Question right. There you go. That again. Attaboy, Ender. Attaboy, yeah, attaboy, Ender. Yeah, get the
Yep.
gas trick. Yeah.
Question 2. What bait was used to lure the Future Foundation? No, I meant to jump over to the killings. Yep.
I love the obvious repeat of it just slowing down. Correct. Phase 3.
Yep.
Look at you go with them trick jumps.
Yep.
Woo.
Yep.
Woo. 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 Woo.
Oh, chat doesn't get motion sick easily.
Woo. Yeah. Do a flip. Thank you.
Do a flip!
Question
Question
3.
Alright. Dang it. Surveillance Caramel.
This one's a silly one.
I think this one's just a give me after the other ones.
Yeah. Woo! 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 Yeah! Woo! Dive results.
It's all coming together.
Complete!
Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
Just like the killing school.
That's what they were being used for?
Yep.
In the previous
Killing School Life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school. Used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding ding ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation? What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
You
Sure did. You sure did.
Oh boy.
I did not want to look at the various, numerous, disgraceful things that you do in your bedroom on your spare time. Unfortunately, Junko made it pivotal for me to see them. I think she might be bisexual.
Oh god.
Now, please forget what you saw.
It's kind of difficult. I didn't think the human body could stretch in that manner.
So you guys
Yeah,
were
and where
watching
did you
us?
find those
Then why
sorts
didn't
of
you come
objects?
rescue us
We
earlier?
didn't program those into
We
this.
tried to hack in many times,
Makoto?
but the virus within the program
no, it
blocked
wasn't
us at
me.
every turn.
Not only that,
Yeah,
the Neo
the World Program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside.
As a
On last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but
We didn't know what would
what
happen
happened
to
if
the
the subjects we
if
cut power while the program was still running?
There's no way we'd jeopardize
Jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we kept trying
Over and over again, until it was finally possible for us to enter the program.
Just a short
Time ago.
And you came all the way here.
When you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone.
If you saw
The people dying one by one with your own eyes, the same killing game you guys played. The case that you act all high and mighty and say, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right?
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Of
course we made you go for that reason. Orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps.
Chumps! You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation.
But it's
Not my fault, you know.
This
Game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background.
But you guys already knew that,
That when you chose to play this game, right?
Just 1 second, please. That sounds as though we...
As though we
Well,
wanted
to come to this world of our own free will. But that's
precisely
precisely the truth. Huh?
You guys
Chose to be instigators. You were willingly taken into the Neo World program.
to
Provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime.
That's right.
Right. The reason the Ultimate Despairs began killing each other was because of by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair. It's fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this.
Well, It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not
Feel despair.
Even if this was all
Oh,
a trap,
trap. We will never regret coming
here.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking
Desperate! Well, that's pretty fucking obvious.
If you
You initiate the shutdown,
those
Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever!
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule.
I mean, that's Junko. There are two options. Graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision.
But that's not all, right?
In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement. The other requirement to pass the graduation exam is the teacher's final decision.
As I
Recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
To participate in the graduation program, you need my permission as your acting teacher, you know?
What, does that mean it won't just end with a majority vote?
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not. So, even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Obviously, there's no way
Hey,
I'd let the members of the
Future Foundation graduate!
So
If you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade! If only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible.
That's impossible.
Everyone here
Understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world. We know that all too well.
I mean,
He's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
it looks like you shouldn't have
Talk so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
It's true
Then when we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. What's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
Huge mistake.
That's my
Fine. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally
Estimating those chumps over there, there's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
On their faces. Like piglets who are forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. No fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is... well... Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
I was totally waiting for a protagonist to blind like that. When I crush you and spare such ecstasy!
No matter what you
Do to me, I'll never fall into despair. Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
Mastermind?
Mastermind? Someone else is coming?
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story
Or he turned out to be the mastermind. I always fall for that pattern, so I was kinda worried about that.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Hell, let's just bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru Kamakura?
That name I've heard before, that person was called the Ultimate Hope. That shouldn't be all he was. I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura somewhere else. As I recall, that person was the founder of the Academy.
I see.
Izuru Kamakura? Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura,
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Hmm? Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
The Future Foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's
very little information about the person called Izuru Kamakura.
It's a mystery
Or
if such a person
really
ever
even existed.
And not just
What's
that,
the matter was closed without ever being settled because of the incident. The bite of 1987. I mean,
Do not know?
no,
Then
please
please
allow
allow
me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine.
The reason
And Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event. You're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
Not Junko and Ashima killed them. Don't say such cruel things.
Izuru
Kamakura is very much alive.
Isn't that
Right, Hajime? I called it! Let's go!
What?
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 Like I
I
said,
said, you're Izuru Kamakura. Alrighty, if you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're
Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're...
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura.
Yeah, wow, the twists are very twisty this time. But Hajime is...
That's right.
Right. Hajime is one of those Reserve Corps dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. The fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura is much more hopeless. I'm Izuru Kamakura?
Make your argument.
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a Reserve Corps student, he had a talent all along! Ultimate Hope!
How can someone from the Reserve Corps have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity, was he hidden in the Reserve Corps?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata! I've always had that name ever since I was born!
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Might be created hope? Might be Izuru.
I'm the ultimate hope? Then the current me and Izuru Kamakura are... What did Hope Peak Academy do to me?
Good.
Let's see. Let's see. Because didn't it say something about the Academy? Hope Peak Academy invests all their resources to create Izuru Kamakura.
Even though you were mocked for being a Reserve Corps student, he had a talent all...
How can someone from such an amazing...
In order to hide... Was he hidden in Hajime's...
There's no doubt I've always had that name.
Then Izuru is your...
Hey, you weren't lying.
I do not want any more...
Could it be created hope?
Hajime, there's something on your mind, right? Do I?
Good.
I thought it was created hope, because that's what it lists in the documents. invested all the resources to create Izuru Kamakura.
Reserve Force is basically just a normal person that doesn't have talent.
Even though you're remarked for being a reserve
Yeah.
Basically,
student.
they get into the academy from a test.
Yeah, they get into the academy from a traditional like academic test, and their families have to pay like a large amount of money. It's mostly so that the academy can continue funding their cultivation of ultimate talent, and the people who get and the reserve corps students who get in can get in for the prestige. There we go. That's it. That's the one I was looking for.
Created hope.
Hope. Are you talking about the Hope Cultivation Plan?
Hope Cultivation Plan. What is that?
A while back, I saw a file kept
By the Future Foundation.
For many
years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it
It
was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create?
Right?
For the longest time,
The Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy.
In fact,
That's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates.
Because the
The plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder, called the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while
ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan.
From there,
They set their sights on Reserve Corps dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
A plan to
Create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent.
From that
A group of Reserve Corps students, the one who was finally chosen was Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else. Huh? Still don't get it? You were used by the Academy. Exploited your feelings of admiration toward Hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat. See, didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
After
Many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0. They transformed?
What did
They do to him?
Unless
They're willing to go to the extremes. It's possible to change a normal person into a perfect genius.
So
Naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura. So basically, they gave him a specialized lobotomy.
Eventually,
Izuru became an ultimate despair thanks to me.
But all I
What I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. Nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Honestly, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. So then he made acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm-minded and steady hand. I admire it so much, it's just like, night up. Anyway, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Did they really do something like that?
But if you think about it, Hajime gets out of here. He's gonna be a super genius, right?
Like I said,
Head, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Different person? How is he different?
The senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised. All of his memories of the past have been forcibly suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Recess? Yay!
Emotions,
Oh wait,
thoughts,
not that one.
hobbies. He doesn't even have a memory.
It sounds like he is a completely different person.
Person.
So that's why it's so
Surprising
surprising
that
Hajime even exists
isn't
here
here
at
at
all.
all, even if he's just an avatar.
The Neo
The World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his own personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but
feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as
For Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
he'll disappear.
Disappear?
All that will remain
Playing
is
as
yeah,
Izuru
around that.
Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy.
He will no longer be
Hajime Hinata. Disappear? I'm going to disappear? Disappear. 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 Disappear, 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 disappear. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason to meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talents, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Maybe that's why he has all that hair. To hide the surgery scars. Oh my, it seemed like someone had a PTSD flashback. I still need to implement a command just to throw that back in your face, Sleepy. Just you wait.
What? Wait, what? Context? Can I have
They
it?
just started a joke where they like to tease me by trying to put in an exclamation point bottom as a bot command just to mess with me.
But you are, though.
I know.
What do you mean?
I don't know why they try to use it to mess with me when I'm fully aware that I am one.
How is it messing with you if it's true, then?
I mean, that's their prerogative, not mine. Is that me? No, that's not me.
That's what you are.
That's who
Izuru
Kamakura is.
You're the
One who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamakura, the mastermind behind all of this.
Could it be?
The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was... It's not me!
Just so
You know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try.
have no way to be
You're
saved,
you say? But you already know what you must do. I do? I already know how I can be saved? I see. I just need to choose graduate then. Huh?
In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body. So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless happy ending.
Hold on.
You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Like, if you
Hey guys, don't start the shutdown. The Future Foundation will be trapped here.
I can't
And allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate despairs. I said so before. You guys aren't honest at all. What we're saying is,
we have to
protect the world from despair, you say? Okay, that's getting old. You really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place? Or the world's hope is different from your hope? Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy. Why can't they kill the bodies of the dead people? I mean, at this point, it's not necessary. I mean, there's also the fact that they mentioned this earlier, Rao, but due to the graduation rule, the teacher figure, in this case Junko / Monokuma, has to choose to let the student out when they decide to graduate. So Monokuma Junko will have essentially created, like, 10 clones of herself and trapped Makoto, Byakuya, and Kyoko in the program forever. And with 10 clones, they can easily just choke out everyone else that's brought back to life, and then just go about their business. And then there's also the fact that if the students choose to graduate in the first place, because all of this footage is being sent to literally every single Future Foundation member, that's going to infect the Foundation members with despair as well. Because they're going to be like, well, if the person who was Izuru Kamakura in the program we tried to use to rehabilitate them failed, what hope do we have?
So, you gotta choose Ender.
Plus, the Future Foundation.
I mean, at this point, it's not really up to me to choose. That's for Hajime to decide. I'm just a spectator at this point.
Once you go back to being Ultimate Despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate.
It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
Not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think? And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here would just end up being a meaningless game. Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love, there won't even be save data left of it. The girl you love,
And the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized.
And in
Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear, all because of the academy he loves so much.
Will you be
Able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for?
For people
People you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you? That sound like hope to you?
You can't believe her! That's how she works!
That's what she does.
Does, so she can lure you all towards despair.
There is
No reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
Oh, hold on.
What is it? Why are we still waiting? Do you still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
No, I was just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history has claimed?
Right now,
Well, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims will fill the streets. The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
So that's why you're
Telling them to start the shutdown sequence to prevent that? I'm telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world. And among them, there are still those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
At this point,
I mean, this is the only way.
No.
No, there is another way.
As
long as they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories.
And
Everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living.
Well, everyone
No
who
one died
will
will
be
be taken over
by
by me, but that's semantics.
Don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable?
Vegetable for the rest of their life.
You guys, you can't buy into this. Think carefully about which is true hope.
And which is
And
true despair.
What shall we do?
You're asking us?
You're telling us to decide?
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
If everyone can overcome despair,
Make your argument.
you guys should be able to grasp true hope.
Mental pollution contamination.
If our memories up until now disappear, I will not even remember the reason everybody died.
are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
You might think I'm a fool, but I want to see Peko one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, the Future Foundation might kill us, right?
We won't let them do that.
This is all the Future Foundation's fault. They're the ones who stuck us in this messed up world!
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again.
I know, but...
Everyone's hope is in conflict. Such despair!
This is fucked up. Graduate or shut down. The world or me. Hope or despair. They're telling us to choose? To choose between that? Why? Why do we have to choose?
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Huh? Can't do it?
I can't
I
choose.
can't choose.
You guys are
They're
telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we
sacrifice ourselves.
And
Dad, I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
Hajime! Shut up!
Leave me alone!
This
is just too much. Why do I have to be a part of this? I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent.
But even
So, I got dragged into this.
And
now my existence is going to disappear?
I don't understand it
it at all.
Both choices are hopeless.
How much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?
This burden, don't you dare make us shoulder it.
There's no way we can handle this on our own.
Everyone, get a hold of yourselves.
It's impossible! For someone like me, it's impossible.
I can't choose the future.
Hope,
despair? Do whatever you want. It's not my problem.
That's...
And
There's no answer.
So
Say you've chosen to make no
choice
choice at all.
Jeez.
Once again, this went exactly as I expected.
I get
And so hopelessly bored when everything goes according to plan.
Oh well.
Well, since I have everyone's data, I figured things would play out like this.
That
Is, unless something else hopelessly unpredictable happens.
Well, I can
Can
say
say that, but
chance of
here's
something
something
convenient
convenient happening
is
or
hopeless.
hopeless. After all, it's a game. A world where everything progresses with predetermined harmony.
Fine.
I guess it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to make a choice. Futureless future. I think it's fine if that exists too.
As
long as you don't yearn for hope, you'll never fall victim to despair.
That goes for
For me too. As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it. So,
let's
all free from this curse and stay here as the best of friends.
Let's
Immerse ourselves in this tropical island life forever and ever. Forever and ever. And ever 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 and ever. Ah, excellent! Zawarudo!
All right! A game reset!
And with this, the
Nihil.
world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Young master, that is a wise call.
Yay! You didn't have to forget us!
This isn't right.
There's no way I would forget.
This isn't right.
With this, Junko's gone.
All right, let's party!
I'm gonna showcase my full cooking ability.
Just leave the BGM to Ibuki. Hey, can I take a picture to commemorate this?
Want to be awed by the sight of my prowess? I've prepared you a training regiment.
Ooh, if you get hurt, let me know.
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself?
After all this time?
What was this again? Oh well, there's no need to think about it. I wanted this ending.
All right, a game
And with this, the world...
an eternal game. I guess it's fine to stick you a mess.
Because there's Eternal Game Utopia there, but I can't hit that because I don't have a bullet.
Right, I'm gonna showcase my.
Just leave the BG. Hey, can I take?
Want to be awed by the I've prepared you a
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself?
After all this time...
His voice is just hilarious.
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
What was this again? Oh well, there's no need to think about it. I wanted this ending. I wanted this. Part of the game.
A game reset.
And with this, the world will continue to loot.
An eternal game utopia.
This world.
It's not real!
Who
are you?
I'm just a part of the
game.
But
you guys aren't,
right?
right?
Chiaki?
Is that you? Why are you here? I don't know.
I don't know.
Does this
In
mean
your
my
memory of
Chiaki?
Chiaki? Because you have already disappeared. Hell, it doesn't matter. Anyway, don't you think they're messed up?
Telling us
That the world's going to be destroyed and to sacrifice yourself?
Sacrifice ourselves?
There's no way I can choose.
For someone like me,
I'm just not able to choose.
Seriously, I've had enough.
I'm tired of being mixed up in all this stuff I don't understand.
Not only was I told that I have no talent at all, but if I get out,
I'll go back to being ultimate despair.
And on top
of that, also I'm going to disappear too. Isn't that messed up? Hey,
you don't
you
want
don't
that
want
either,
that,
right?
right?
If
If
we
we
lose
lose
our
our memories, there won't be a single trace of your existence left.
You're going to
completely disappear, and none of us will ever remember you.
No, I won't.
Huh?
Even
if I cease to exist, even if you guys never remember me again,
that
doesn't mean I'll completely disappear.
As
long as everyone continues to move forward in the future we created together, I'll never disappear.
What I lived for,
Or
fought
for, and risked my life for will exist.
You're
right, but
You're
you're probably just scared, right?
Not
just of disappearing. You're scared of moving toward the future with such a heavy burden, right?
Right?
Yeah, I'm scared.
I'm
I'm
obviously
honestly terrified of that.
That.
How much
Longer are you going to be this indecisive?
Huh?
Didn't
You want to become someone with confidence? Isn't that why you admired Hope's Peak Academy?
But even Hope's Peak Academy tricked me.
Hajime, you've had it wrong this whole time.
Wrong?
Having a talent isn't the goal.
There's
something much more important than whether or not you have talent, right?
What's
Important is that you believe in yourself.
If you
Can't do that. No matter how much talent you possess, you'll never be confident in yourself. Sounds like how you were in the past.
You? Hey, who are you?
I mean, you should have already disappeared, right?
But
Past Hajime is
in the past. He's
You're not the same Hajime who spent time with me and the others in this world.
So it's
I was going to be alright. I think it's time you finally had confidence in yourself. Miyaki, can you tell me something? Which choice should I
make? My
Hope
The
world's hope. Which one
You
should I
guys are
choose?
the only ones who have the right to decide your future. And the
So you're saying
Thing I should choose for myself?
But if you can't
Can't
choose
choose
either
either future.
why
Why don't you just create one? Create?
Even
Even
if
this world is just a game, you guys aren't part of the game.
You
You guys don't have to just choose a future. You should be able to create one as well.
Do
You think someone like me can do that?
Since you're not,
You're not part of the game. You don't have
to worry
about talent, skill, or level.
You
You
guys
guys have
have a
tremendous ultimate move that can overcome anything.
I guess what I'm
What I'm
trying to say is,
if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
If I do it, things will turn out okay.
Of
Of
course,
course, games aren't very fun when they're easy to clear. But this isn't a game, right? Hey, Hajime,
this
isn't for the sake of anyone else. You have to do this for yourself.
Now
Then,
then,
it's about time you show me your cool side, Hajime.
Come on,
I'll help out too.
Help? I have no talent at all.
Oh, wow.
I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
see? If you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
This is me? Is this really me? So uncool. It's totally uncool.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the Academy. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to me? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated. There's no way we can beat you. It's the Future Foundation's fault.
Also, I think this is the music that was playing during,
Even so, I can't choose the future. Even so,
No matter what kind of future it is,
as long as you guys move towards it, I will never disappear.
Everything
that happened here, it won't be meaningless.
If you guys
Guys
carried the
have
burden of both hope and despair,
you should even be able to create the future.
Even if it's a
Convenient miracle. If you just do it, things will turn out okay.
That's why you
Can't hesitate now. Resolve to throw everything away,
and give it
everything you've got.
I'll be
cheering for you too.
That
Reminds me. I forgot to say it again. Awaken.
I will not even remember why everyone died.
If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
I want to see.
But miss! But miss! But miss!
If we turn back into ultimate despair, we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future Foundation's.
They're both hope and they're both despair. A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
You can't lose hope!
Charge it.
If the memories we made here disappear, I will not even remember.
Longer! Longer!
Don't rid the world of despair. the tragedy will start once again.
You can't lose hope!
The memories we made will not even require everyone back.
If we don't rid the world, the tragedy will
Echo, if we turn back, we might be killed, but
This is your responsibility.
It's not our responsibility, it's the future foundation.
They're both hope and the conclusion will
No, that's wrong.
Oh! Hajime went fucking Super Saiyan!
It won't just be hope. There will probably be a lot of despair, too. I don't know what kind of future awaits us. But our futures are ours. I won't let anyone take them.
Who knew Hajime was a Saiyan the whole time?
Who the hell are you?
I've decided. I'm done running away. I will fight for my future. I will fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata!
You despair because you yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because you despair. Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up.
Nah.
That this game is going to continue forever. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Even so,
Yo,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
I'll never let anyone choose again!
Counter! Break!
Panic talk action.
I don't want anything. You have no argument. There's no hope.
Infinite Super Mode!
Just give up already. A miracle won't happen.
Bang!
This crappy feeling.
Who knew that Hajime was secretly a descendant of Goku? Or alternatively Vegeta.
This part is so fucking cool.
You have no argument.
Or who knows, maybe he was Bardock's secret lost fourth child!
Just give up already.
Oh god.
You're not.
Because, you know, Goku, Raditz, and,
You won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do anything. No.
That's wrong!
That's wrong.
Okay, now the fact that it's Chiaki giving Hajime strength is giving me father-son Kamehameha vibes!
What's there a bug like this? All of a sudden.
Everyone,
Let's shut this game down!
But
don't you get it? If we start the shutdown sequence, we'll...
Yeah, Turles from
there's
the...
never only one choice to make.
Yeah,
There's no
Turles is
way all
Bardock's
outcomes
kid.
to end
Or at
this
least
way.
he was in the movie. That's probably been retconned out of existence now.
The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence.
Confidence.
from
And
there
from
we
here,
can just
we
create
create
on
on
our
our own.
The future that
And we want!
What are you saying? There's no way something that convenient is going to happen.
The Titan theme's playing!
Wouldn't be
Strange if a miracle happened. In the game, we can change the future as much as we want.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything. That goes for everyone else.
We just have to press these two buttons at the same time, correct?
I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but I just saw it.
When my
My body felt so heavy that I could not move. I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea. And at that moment, I somehow heard Hachime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it. A lighthouse beacon shining across an open darkness. A warm yet resolute light. One who shined that light was probably...
You
Saw it too, right
Hajime?
Hajime?
The future
Where we are going to create from this moment on is also the future everyone else has created, right?
Then
There's no way we can stop now. Seriously, that's a suicidal decision!
I'm well aware
Or there
of
might be an
act of
suicide.
There's no telling
There's
how
no
this
telling
will
how this will play out.
But
But I heard her voice.
In fact,
Back
I think it was the first
to
time
the
she
first time
ever
she
yelled
ever yelled at me.
at me. I can't stand on my own
Stand on my own
if she
two
keeps
feet if she
treating me
keeps
like a
treating me
damn
like
kid.
a damn kid.
I don't like
I'm thinking about complicated stuff. If there's nothing wrong with fighting, I'll fight. That's just who I am, you know?
That's
You know what it means to be confident, right? And I'm gonna choose this.
Man, this sure is getting annoying again. But if you're saying you're gonna do it, there's no way I can back out now. If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
No matter what.
You all. Why? Why? How? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair? As we believe. Huh? We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can create our own futures.
That's impossible. That can't be hope.
It's not even despair. What is this?
Hajime.
Hey, everyone.
Thank
You.
I'm not
Not.
the one you should
You
be
thank
thanking.
Huh? Hey!
No, let's
Get
get
started.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right?
This is just the beginning, right?
First, we need to let this game world end. And from that
From that
point
point on, we're the
you're
ones who are going to create. Literal Deus Ex Machina! I feel like somebody should put Attack on Titan music over this. Just slam her on the table.
Oh!
Bam!
Oh!
It's the Know Your Meme background! Also, did they really have to make the method of killing Junko bondage? Well, one thing's for certain, she's Bond dead.
Destructive finish.
Super Saiyan 4 versus Super Saiyan
Or,
Blue.
or
One
I
of
guess
these
that's
days
more
we gotta find out which one's tougher.
I guess it's more dramatic finish.
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and despair toward despair yet again. How fun. Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know?
Did we ever get a prequel for Junko? Like, did we ever figure out what happened to make her like this?
Actually, there's anime.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's all I was saying.
Maybe I should host a watch party for that at some point.
Oh my god, I would actually be down to watch it.
Maybe we could do like a... Because I've been trying to do more stuff with the Discord, so maybe we could do like a Discord watch party at some point where we binge watch some of the Danganronpa anime.
Oh my fucking god, I would be super fucking down.
I might have to see if I can put that together some point soon.
Hell yeah.
Think of it like supplemental material. After all, we do
Yeah.
need a bit of backstory.
Oh yeah, because you don't know like what happened like super prior before Danganronpa 1 even.
Yeah.
But I guess I no longer have to
hope for despair.
Is just so hopeless.
What was that just now?
Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
I guess
Yes, it's just as Hajime said. At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them.
This
Was the ending they created.
Are you saying they're
They're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them. This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
Man, it's collapsing.
You're right.
I'm sorry to trouble everyone, but
even
if we are awake in the real world and forget about what transpired here,
it will
still have meaning, right?
Of course,
Miss
Sonia.
Sonia.
I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too. You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
Try a little harder.
People can't change that easily, you know. Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
on us now.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
I am scared too.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future.
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda. With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
That's a
Relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can. So this is the end. But it's just the beginning. Isn't that right? It doesn't change how scared I am. I can't help feeling scared. So scared, but...
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chiaki. Phew.
I finally said it. The waifu saved his waifu.
Me too. Thank you. I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget. I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere. 'Cause we're all friends after all.
Game over. Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. But it really isn't, because then they made a third game. But that's besides the point.
Yay!
Obtained a giant cell phone! Wonderful. And so, the incident is coming to an end. The incident riddled with absurdity, with nonsense, with sheer irrationality. It's about to lower its curtain. An incident smaller than Hope's Peak's biggest, most tragic event. Smaller than the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. An incident so small it doesn't have a name. The world will never know what happened here. Not now, not in the distant future. As long as they remain here.
Apparently they've finished the preparations. We can leave any time.
Then, I guess we should
Get going.
Hey, Makoto.
Makoto, is this really okay?
You're
the one who said leave the questions to me, so I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair? I don't think that's the case. I mean, if they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island. Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends. I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe. Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past. It seems there are too many soft-hearted people here.
But in reality,
the possibility of those who are waking up is close to zero. Well, the possibility isn't the problem. And there's the smallest possibility. They're still trying to create that future for themselves.
They are looking slick.
That is the future. The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle. Strangely enough, I have the feeling that they'll be able to reach it. And their hopes and despair. And they're trying to create their own future. Maybe for people like that, miracles are inevitable, don't you think? Cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all. Haven't up?
That's
the main reason we decided to come with you.
Well,
who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision. This time. However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us. Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it'll definitely cause a scene. We need to work on concealing it. Not a problem. What do you intend to explain to HQ? About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the ship.
Good luck.
Look, I'm not going to help you that much. Huh? Why?
You should at
Please be glad that we decide to respect your decision. Fine.
Then let's go back as well. We're
not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do. Besides the Future Foundation, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is not finished. We must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future. It seems I must fight alongside you all for a little while longer.
Plus,
there's someone waiting for you to return. Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Then let's go. We
must create our own futures too.
And so, the
ordeal is ended. And from here, our daily lives have started. Lives are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before. They're probably going to be a lot more difficult now. There's no such thing as an answered mystery. It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well.
The future
isn't a path. It's like an endless sea.
You can
try to go anywhere, but it doesn't matter if you get there.
Even
so, I'll keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata.
My
future lies here. Epilogue, the day before the future. And with that, Danganronpa 2 comes to an end. Man, this game was good. So, thoughts on the project, Clappy? You know, it's the thing that the Let's Players say at the end of their Let's Play. What did you think about the playthrough?
Oh yeah, pretty fog. I'd do it again.
I mean, then again, you probably explained your thoughts about the series in your own stream,
Yeah.
so I'll just.
But yeah, but no, for real, I can do a repeat of my thoughts. So I do absolutely adore. This is a good sequel.
Oh,
I do
absolutely.
think it is a very, very worthy sequel. As far as like likable characters, I don't know. Some of them were but overall, I would say the cast is a bit more varied, and honestly, in some ways better.
I think the whole point is
the
that
cases were cool, and the changes to some of the trial elements I thought were kind of neat. Like them adding that agreeing with someone, that's really fucking cool. I like that. That's a nice little change up to the, like a little addition to the mechanic of, just find out what's wrong. You can find out also, think about what could be right as well.
it gives it more of the feeling of an actual debate, as opposed to like the Phoenix Wright games or whatever, which focus more on it being a like an actual court case.
Yeah, like you don't have like a one-track mind, basically. You have to also
Exactly.
decide, okay,
We're all trying
so
to.
would this work? Or
You're not necessarily, unlike games like Phoenix Wright, where it's like, okay, you're arguing that this person is innocent. The game has it set up that they are innocent, so you have to figure out how they are innocent and who the actual killer is. But in this game,
Yeah,
it's
with
just
this,
like,
it's just
okay,
figuring
we
out
don't
who
know
the
who in the
killer
hell is innocent and who in the hell is the killer. We only know who died. We gotta figure everything else out for ourselves.
Yeah, basically, you have to hash out what's right and what's wrong without all the information really there, sort of ish. Like you have to like basically make the storyline.
Yeah.
Like what all happened, and I like that. Now, I'm also going to touch on the other shit that was added. Improved Hangman's Gambit is
Can suck my
improved
dick.
in the English version. Because of how they have it set up in the Japanese
No, yeah,
version.
in the Japanese version, I'm sure
Yeah,
it's fine because it's built around Japanese characters. But the English localization of it can suck my dick.
Yeah, the English version, like, it's a cool idea, but I think it got screwed over by English being like a different like format.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I also will say Rebuttal Showdown is super fucking cool.
No,
I
yeah, it
love-
really is.
It's
It
a
kind of
very
focuses
cool
on the
addition.
idea of, it takes the idea and focuses more on like one-on-one debates as opposed to just like debating against everyone. It further goes
Yeah,
into the idea of fleshing out that this is a debate, essentially.
And it does add into the PTA, but giving it a different format, I'd say. Which is cool.
One sec.
Speaking of that, I hate how they changed it, honestly. I am not a fan of, like, how it works is, like, it's when you push it down and release the mouse button is when it, like, counts the tab. It's too extra. It is not necessary. So, yeah, I am, at least in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of that. But
No,
I do
yeah.
love how they have the, they personalized them by having like the shields and shit. I like that. It's a little bit extra flair.
Yeah, I like that.
And Logic Dive, I love Logic Dive. It's so good. Like, I actually liked it.
No, yeah, I definitely liked it. It was a
And
nice
I
way to
also-
add a
I
bit of
also- I also
change of
still
pace to the
super love
gameplay.
that during the second trial, that it's confirmed that it happens in real time. That is really fucking fun
Yeah,
to
it's honestly
me.
hilarious. You're just standing there.
Yeah, I remember Yoko was like, you stood there for all that time just to come up with that?
Yeah, it's great.
That shit fucking
As for
killed
the
me.
character
I love
cast,
it.
I know I'm the kind of person that doesn't necessarily find myself hating any character in a game, but I feel like in Danganronpa 1, they kind of had to sell the concept of this series. So because of that, they had to base around like mostly likable characters and then the one asshole, that being Byakuya. But now that they've set up the premise and everything in Danganronpa 2, they could start to add a few more shady characters to the mix. And from what little I've seen of Danganronpa,
One thing I will say, some of the more assholey or unlikable characters, I would argue they have at least motivation in their.
no, yeah, exactly. They're not assholes for no
Because
reason. They actually have motivation.
I'm not gonna spoil anything at all for one of the characters, but I will say, I'll just say that Mikon's, oh boy, it explains a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. But what about your thoughts on like all the? Hello, Japanese Monokuma VA. But what about you, Ender? What were your thoughts on this game? I spent the entire credit talking about it. Now
No,
it's
it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but we want to hear your thoughts too.
I honestly absolutely adored this game. I think that I definitely agree with a lot of your points, and like I mentioned, I feel like wait, Danganronpa If? Are you actually able to play through the entire?
Well, it's just a novel, like
Oh.
not an actual like this.
Oh, cool.
Basically, it's a what if scenario. Basically.
No, yeah, it's the what if scenario of the original game.
Yeah.
It's got like all of the.
If you want to do this like on a different stream, you fucking can.
No, yeah, of course. I like how I like that we actually get. I like that we actually get like a profile for Mukuro, as opposed to her just being like the. They actually kind of flesh out Mukuro a little bit in this.
Yeah. Well, that was also in the first one actually.
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh right, so there's this as well. The Magical Miracle Girl thing, it's super extra. It's not required. But basically, what this is, it explains how.
Sure, let's try it. Screw it.
Yeah, give it a go. Why don't you? It'll explain itself. So basically, what this is, you go around,
jumping on the enemies.
Well, yeah. But also, this is to explain how exactly Monami took care of the beast. I'm not kidding.
Oh yeah.
Because that was never shown, right? Well, that's what this is for.
It's great.
Also, you do have another way of attacking.
I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Can you do F1 to see the controls? I actually don't remember. I don't think so.
Here, let me see.
Yeah. Help! Oh yeah, you have stats by the way.
Let's see, jump.
That's
roll,
what it
attack,
was,
shift,
okay.
E. Okay.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this and yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
Yeah, don't strain yourself now.
But yeah, I honestly really just absolutely adored the game. I feel like it definitely expanded on a lot of what Danganronpa 1 had to offer. Like, in terms of the wider series, it felt like Danganronpa 1 was trying to sell itself and its concept, which does make sense, it was the first game. So I feel like they definitely had a lot.
There's always going to be first game syndrome when it comes to like a series.
No, yeah, of course. And Danganronpa 1 was still absolutely fantastic, don't get me wrong. I think it's just more of a thing that now that they finally have their, now they finally got their boots on the ground and everything, they're able to properly kind of give the series the proper content it deserves in a way.
Yeah. They can do a hecky experiment.
Exactly. And I do like the idea of them adding, like, because in the first Danganronpa game, a lot of the characters were just, like, kind of trustworthy right out of the get-go. Like, the only one who was vaguely untrustworthy was Byakuya, and even then, he wasn't necessarily a villain character. Like, aside from the second trial, he was just, aside from the second trial, he didn't actually interfere with things, he was just an asshole. So, to see a character like Nagito introduced, whose motivations are, like, completely parallel to the protagonists, where he just kind of wants to make things harder on purpose, is an interesting concept.
Yeah.
To have a character like that actively tries to mess with the investigation just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Like, that's something really cool.
Like, they definitely stepped out of, I would say, the initial comfort zone of having a second game.
No, yeah,
exactly. They can experiment more with, like characters and their motivations and how they interact with the others and stuff like that. Like, even different personalities.
No, yeah, exactly. And I'm especially excited for, once I eventually get to it, I'm especially excited for Danganronpa 3, because from what little I've seen of the game's characters, I love how the art style direction. Okay, brief tangent. I love how the art style direction in 3 kind of goes off of like a more modern aesthetic, like shady types. Something like that is just kind of cool to me.
I can tell you're gonna love the characters in V3. I already know you will.
I've also seen a little bit of the game, but I also saw that one of the characters was actually a like there are not one but two. From what I saw, there were 2 characters who have their ultimate talents hidden from you, which is honestly really cool.
Have their ultimate talents that what?
Like, okay, so from what little I saw, there was like a music video I watched or whatever for Dead or Alive that a fan put together, and 2 of the characters, their talents were just listed as unknown, like they just wouldn't tell you.
Oh yeah, obviously. So they all start.
No, yeah, of course, but like the fact that the characters just flat out didn't say anything, as opposed to, because like in all the other Danganronpa games, it's like, oh, this is my ultimate talent, yada yada. Like, granted there was Kyoko whose talent was a mystery, but the fact that we have characters who are revealing it for like aren't revealing it for like actual shady reasons is interesting.
Well, I mean, we did also see have Byakuya in this game.
No, yeah, it's true.
Not even truthful at all. This is a jobber who couldn't stop eating.
He was an imposter who loves food.
Let me about your opinion on the minigame that the trials.
The trial minigames were honestly really interesting. I feel like they definitely, apart from the quote-unquote improved Hangman's Gambit, they all felt very interesting. I love the fact that you could actually agree with somebody, and a lot of the stuff they did kind of made it feel more like an actual debate.
Yeah.
As opposed to the first game, which was kind of like a... The first game kind of had like a similar, somewhat structure to Phoenix Wright, where it was just like, pick out the contradicting statement kind of thing.
And in a way, they sort of did have the agree, kind of? Typically with the memorizing thing. In a way, that's sort of like an agreement already.
No, yeah, exactly.
So anyways, there's the first one of these. You just vibe and let them go.
I find it funny how this minigame implies that Usami did still have her full Usami magical girl powers, she just didn't use them.
Maybe it was just the ability to leave rainbow is not damaging.
Or didn't have enough enemies to attack in order to use them.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck it, I don't know. Because they weren't on the island. Well, I mean, nothing else was on the island anyway, so fucking whatever. And also, this time next year, Ral, it took me a long time myself to get to the finale of V3 myself. Like, I think for the entire series, it took me like, I think like 9 months or whatever, just doing them straight. It was, oh boy. Wait, let me see, hold on. Let me check it real quick. I don't want to be fucking lying.
Okay, I absolutely hate shit.
Oh no! That's the Usami thing.
Yeah, it's cute.
Let me see. Trigger Happy Havoc are the first one. I started that. The first VOD was put up March 9th, 2021. That was the first VOD. For V3, I did have a little bit of a break because I wanted to do a little certain something. But that was uploaded December 13th. And that's me going through them straight. So with Ender and also for the fact that I do usually like 6-hour streams. So the fact that good luck, Ender.
Yeah.
We're gonna be grandparents by the time we fucking get to it. But it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast.
Oh, absolutely.
And I just look forward. I might need to go over the list again to double check what characters I do want to do. And,
no, yeah, of course. I did also start up.
I know there's one that you do want to actually like must. I do know one of them.
But yeah, overall, Danganronpa 2, fantastic game. it definitely got over a lot of like because like I mentioned, the first game did have a lot of like Phoenix Wright style setup, so Danganronpa 2 really kind of evolved out of that and came into its own, which was honestly really cool to see.
And I will say, I do find some issue with how some of the minigames are. Let's probably just being a bit more nitpicky. For me personally, the Rebel Showdown, the fact it's pretty much like based on directions only, if that makes sense. Like,
well,
you only had up,
it was the
down,
first time
left,
that they
right,
had
and
the.
diagonals. I know.
No, yeah, it was a bit finicky, but I was
think it
able to
suffers
grasp the
from-
directional slicing mechanics relatively easily.
Yeah, I think it does suffer from first time syndrome.
Yeah,
You know,
first
like,
implementation
the
syndrome.
idea is there, and they need to see how they improve it. I will just say this: they massively improved in V3. Oh my god! I won't say how, but it is massively improved.
But
Ender, the same thing with Hangman's Gambit. It's so much better. Like,
excellent.
V3 is like improvement the game. It's so good. I think you'll like it. I'm super excited to be a part of that too.
It definitely seems interesting, and from what little I've seen of Danganronpa V3, like I haven't seen any story spoilers or anything, but
Good.
it seems really interesting how they eventually, how they try to expand the story of Danganronpa, even after 2 seemed like the conclusion to the main characters' kind of stories. Plus, I love the grittier aesthetic that V3 is going for.
Oh yeah.
I mean, after all, V3 was created like quite a while after V2, so it's gonna be really interesting to see. And who knows, maybe eventually maybe during the V3 streams I might put up a dono goal to get the Switch version to play the Beach mini game.
Actually, Ender, that recently just came to Steam.
Oh! Huh.
Yeah, do you want me to send you the page for it?
Sure.
Yeah, give me a second. But yeah, it recently did just like the 20th. Or it's gonna come out in a week. Okay.
Ah, neat.
So but yeah, well you're gonna be getting to that fucking when it's like 2024. V3
Yeah.
is long. Like Ender, do you wanna know how long the trials are like for me?
Sure.
They literally take up an entire stream for me. They are long.
Oh, good grief.
Like 6 hours. That's how.
Wow.
They are massive.
Oh, so they put Ultimate... they put Ultimate Summer Camp on here as a separate game.
Yeah, it always has been a separate game.
Well, I know that, but I guess it's just the fact that I saw it in, like, the bundle pack and whatnot made me think that it was,
It was like a exclusive extra, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it is its own thing.
That's cool.
But yeah, don't look too much into it because there are some other characters there they haven't met yet.
The first character I saw was a girl with music notes in her hair and big boobies who I haven't met, so I'm not going to look any further. Yeah. I also saw that there are some of the characters from Ultra Despair Girls, but I don't really care about getting spoiled on that game because I have no intention to play it.
Yeah, same.
Because it's bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go ahead and find someone to raid, shall we?
Yeah, let's wrap up and share our hope with someone, why don't we? But for me, I'll give even the call. So once again, Ender, thank you for having me on for this. I look forward to V3!
Yeah! Take care, Coffee! Let's see. Who should we rate tonight? Let's see. Dang. So I was going to raid Makari, but then I realized that they are 378 hours left on their subathon for their debut, and also they are back at 9 a.m., so I don't want to raid you guys into somebody who is literally asleep, but go check out Makar. I'll just post Makari's link in chat anyway if you want to check her out. We're not rating her because she is literally asleep, but I'm going to post that anyway if you want to go say hi. Let's go raid Mako, why not? For those of you who don't know who Mako is, they are a variety streamer here on Twitch and a fellow member of the Storytellers team. They play a variety of different games, and it looks like tonight they're playing some Monster Hunter Rise. As for the raid message, let's go. Let's do, let's do the Beam Brigade has triumphed over despair and is ready to face the future together. That seems like a nice, happy message. And of course, I have to put the Amogus at the end because why not? I'm going to get as much use out of that emote as possible before Twitch bans it now. But yeah, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I super appreciate it, and thank you all for watching the whole Danganronpa series. It was a blast. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vote Game Night. Or on Thursday for Vote Game Night. Which the theme is stress. So that's fun. Anyway, bye!